Very noisy.
Welcome back. It was not. We should try better next time. To whoever we are.
Tuesday Night Troublemakers?
Tuesday Night Troublemakers. It's posted on Monday night and still under the title Monday Night Mountaineers. So I didn't want to confuse anybody or change all of the 70-ish episodes we have posted. You know, the usual. So, you are a new party in level 13 of Undermountain. Faced your first challenge just fine. The big
ran
old
the fuck away.
The big old
Faced it just
worm.
fine seems like a
No.
incorrect
Your
statement.
first challenge was the big worm that came through the tunnels.
Oh, okay.
Your second challenge was the junkyard with wasps and rust monsters.
True.
Your third challenge you found the testing grounds and smartly ran away. It's not necessarily a quest that I would expect you to be able to immediately.
How
Yes.
did anyone do that at this level?
If I'm going to give you some out of character backstory here, they create things and then test them against this. So it's not like it's not a thing that should be, it's the one that's won.
Yeah.
Every time.
So far, every time.
The next winner will take its place.
That's exactly right.
So what you're saying is if we come back, there might be something worse.
It could be something worse. Which is fun.
Or it could be still injured from the fight.
It's probably not going to still be injured from the fight that you just put
Not our. No, I'm saying if we come back, like they could be injured from the fight.
You have to time
You'd
it
have to
perfectly.
time
Yeah,
it
timed
so
it.
that way it's been in a battle with something else. And
But then-
hope that it's not
Hasn't had a long
currently
rest.
in a battle with that thing. Anyways, the other big thing you've noticed down here, other than the tunnel with the big purple worm, is this scrap metal arch that's being currently worked on.
Oh, so it's an art. We didn't get that far.
It's being
No,
worked
sorry.
on or built?
There's just something being built in the middle that looks like it's starting to sort of like do this. So they're coming towards each other. That's in a trench. Or it's the same level as you, but the trench is between you and it, so you feel fairly secure right now. What are you doing?
Did we notice if any of the things over there appeared to be able to fly? Since they're building this giant thing.
Why don't you do a quick, let's call it a nature check for checking for flyability.
Flyably. Let's see.
Flyably.
That's probably right where it is. What was it? Investigation?
Nature.
Nature, same thing.
Investigation,
No bonuses.
nature.
16.
All right. There were a couple moments where a couple of them looked over at you, but nothing like sprouted, like a little unfurling of wings or flew your way. So you don't think so, from what you can see so far.
An arch. Does it look like an arch that would create some sort of gateway style arch?
What kind of check would that be? Good golly.
Tinkerer's kit.
I would.
We can call it Arcana from this far away.
Because, that's what we would assume of a gate.
As my
Magic.
immediate,
Mm-hmm.
as a spell person, idea, my mind goes, this is the gate. Arcana 17.
Nice. You know that as a magic user, archways are especially in Undermountain very commonly used for some sort of magical purpose, like a gateway, a summoning, or it could just be a really pretty start to a building somewhere. Like the nice, a domed part that everything's going to get built around. So it's possible. It's possible.
Big question though too.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of last session, didn't we go over into the corner and
You
try to
probably
take a
did.
rest?
Yeah.
Because some people needed it.
I'm willing to bet you did.
I think we took a short rest.
Was it just a short? I didn't.
Yeah, because we've been walking for
You haven't gone
An
very
hour
far
maybe.
in this, but yeah, we can push you in the corner.
Yeah, we hadn't been very long, I guess, so it was weird. But I thought we took some sort of a break way over in the corner. Yeah.
Yep, you can do that.
Yeah.
I hit that. Yeah.
Discussing it,
I want to be in the middle of these two things.
I am no longer larg.
I don't know if we have a
I don't even know why I roll.
Yeah,
It's
we
the
don't have
max.
capacity.
8
Tiny hut or anything like that
Plus-
anymore, do we?
fuse or regenerate.
I don't. I did
Recall if
Rachel's person.
Rachel's
Had what?
One of the
had
Ellas.
any sort of
Ella,
tent or
as a
huts or
druid,
something. Oh, it was a druid.
might have access to like Liam's tiny hut. I think druids do.
Oh,
Access
she
to
was
it?
gonna do like the pass without trace thing.
She did do that.
She did
And
that
then
at
we
one
immediately
point.
ruined it.
And then Reggie ruined it because he can't see in the dark.
Well, you were sort of covered, but they could see that there was light there moving. So you were obscured. So it didn't work, yeah. That oddly foggy area over there is glowing. What's in there?
Druids have access to Luminous Tiny Hut, a basic. Was it added or is
Oh,
it a PHB spell?
Should be a PHB spell.
I don't think she does, because that was her last one. Her bar.
Well, druids, I think druids have access to it. I'm not
That's a
sure.
double check.
And then if so, druids can cast spells that are ritual without preparing them that day, so she would have access to it no matter what. I've been a druid a time or two.
Yeah. So have I, but
Usually I'm a druid with a wizard. Something
Demon's Tiny Hut is a second. Oh,
third.
Druid list. Yeah, you're in there.
I think you can also go to the spell itself and it should say what can cast it.
no.
That's only when I look it up online.
My app.
It's also when I look it up online. It's just not the PHB.
The Open's Tiny Hut.
It's a third level spell.
Bards and Wizards.
Oh, not okay.
Yeah, because
Nobody in the party.
Nobody in the party.
Yeah.
All right.
Because Rachel just had to mix it up.
I'm okay just sitting here.
I can do with a little short break. Do we need any beforehand? Does anyone need any healing? Because I can get my ability to heal back with just a little bit of break.
I used hit die, and that put me at max.
You know, it did step on my foot just a little, and my foot is a little sore, but it's not, a lot sore.
I can fix it right up.
Okay, I'm sure this will go great.
It is a whole 1d8 plus 2 per key point. As I find something to smack first. Hey, nice. There's yeah, because then I can get a couple d8 out of it. So 10.
Oh, that feels great. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. Then we can take a short break.
Yeah, I'll just keep an eye out for anything big and scary, considering that I can't see anything otherwise. So,
I don't recall if Rachel had any hurts, but I could
Oh,
say I
yeah,
used-
Rachel got
I have
smashed.
several
She
more
did.
key I could use.
She did
up.
get smashed. We can say
And,
that she's so hurt that she stays here safely, and you can come pick her up again tomorrow.
am a small.
Oh, sorry, you said that, but I thought you fixed it.
I have no
You tried,
capacity
but-
to.
Don't
Oh,
seem to be able.
is that not a thing? That's the thing
Unless
that I
I
had
have
to
to
fix, huh?
hold control or something.
I have no idea.
I have.
I don't know how to do that from this. I wouldn't think we'd have access to that.
You should have access, but let me check.
I have no idea.
Control
I never
by-
used to do that
Control by
before,
character.
but I didn't have a need to, so that could be why.
Character.
My Tempest Cleric didn't get big.
Yeah.
By
And
all
my,
players.
um,
You should be able
cleric was
to,
the
but
Cleric of the Grave. Fertile.
Yeah. You only kind of like shifted.
This is like your book from your last character. Is that what this is?
yeah, it's somebody's
Potion, my spiritual weapon,
Oh,
probably.
it
Your
could be
spiritual
that.
weapon. That's what it is. Yeah. Your spiritual weapon.
It's a potion, that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I think I
How
have.
does it not break?
I don't have a D&D book.
Well, when I natural one on the swing, then it broke, and then it's ha.
Every. Oh no.
Stupid TikTok. Yeah. It's non-stop. Every other video has it. Sounds
Every so often,
Not
the
interested in videos with this thing.
you can kind of feel the worm. Yeah,
nice.
trace another path through.
Just like home.
Yeah.
At the end of the rest, I'm kind of curious. Do we think that the track that it's making for itself there is getting any deeper, or do you suppose it's just kind of going in circles?
Well, the grooves that it was making looks like it's been doing it a while, because I had looked at that before.
You did?
Right, but that
Some of the
seems like an
grooves
odd
were-
sort of twisty, turny, curvy sort of situation, don't it?
Yeah, I just wonder how far it goes in the other direction. Because here it turns around, I guess. It goes back, so there's probably another turnaround somewhere. It appears to turn around. We haven't seen the whole circle, but I assume that island out there is
Connected.
Oh, yeah, we have seen
Enough of it.
enough of it to realize that it goes all the way around.
Now,
But
I wonder if there's anything on there that you can attach to the back so we could like have it run like a sled dog.
That's amazing.
And then that way, if anybody got real mad at us, they'd have to chase us down, and we can just sit there and, maybe come back around on the track and run them over.
I want to go watch it when it goes by next time.
Okay.
And see what its butt looks like. Or at least the back half. See if there's something. And see how it moves. Like what part of it is churning and moving, how it pushes itself.
Okay. Sure. Let's do another nature check, even though that's really bad for you.
It is really hard for me.
Well, what if I gave you just
18.
a little bit of help? Oh, never mind.
Don't need any help. Okay, so the front of this worm is basically gears. So there's three gears that turn in the front that have teeth that kind of act like a caterpillar tractor that kind of stick
Alright.
out and then move it. And then the top, let's call that the mouth. Around the mouth, there's another one that sort of turns as it goes, making everything else go. And then along the spine, every now and again, you can kind of get a glimpse on the inside that there's a couple more gears here or here. And as it goes, and then the tail has this just this little pointy tail, probably not able to be attached to anything to, but you can try. That also has the same little sort of turning mechanism as it flips through.
Does
and
the
goes
body
every now and again.
rotate as it turns?
Just a little bit. Not it doesn't all the way down, but there's just a little bit of like a rotation as it goes
So you
through the
couldn't,
tunnel.
like,
So it
Right
does
on top of it.
ultimately roll all the way over on itself? Or
Yeah,
does it
it's not
kinda
like
stay up?
as you look at it, not directly in front of you, but you figure that like down the hall, it probably does a full rotation or so every now and again.
So that'd be bad. We can't ride
I
on
do
top.
have a thought,
Oh,
though.
unless we can walk.
If there were, you seen those things,
Like a
those immovable
rotating train.
rods?
Yes.
Yeah, if you were to put one of those and like click it right in the center of this place, I wonder what would happen to that thing.
That'd be bad. I want to see. Do you have one?
I don't know. Maybe we should keep an eye out just for that purpose specifically.
Like stick it in front of its path?
Yeah.
I hear they're pretty.
So that way when it tries to like rotate and like spin around, it just gets all gummed up.
How unmovable is an immovable rod?
Pretty immobile, I've heard that it can in fact be moved, but takes a force out of nature.
Really strong something.
Yeah.
Last I heard.
Yeah. So maybe that's worth looking into, because I don't know, that thing doesn't seem as strong as whatever that might have been.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we give that a shot.
Just stop the worm.
Yeah, I don't know why we would want to stop the worm, but just in case.
Just for funsies.
Or maybe we could stop it temporarily until we could like build a ramp that leads it into a place where we want it to go.
Oh my god.
So then it just goes there.
And we'll let it loose on something.
Yeah, like a particularly heavy rock, you know? Maybe it just sits there and like grinds it away.
I'm curious how long it would take to grind the rock away. Or we could just throw a relatively large rock or a chunk of metal in there from the pit.
Oh, we
And
do have a
see
whole bunch
what
of
it
scrap
does to
metal
it.
over there, yeah.
We can see what
I start
happens when it
hauling
goes by.
this rusty scrap metal and tossing it into
Try
the
to help
pit.
him with the biggest piece we can find and
Okay.
toss it in. And we're looking at so that we're less chance of
Yeah, this little
being
extra
seen.
spot
The
right
place
there.
we came up right
Okay,
here.
your little tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna grab like a bunch of like medium pieces and then like the biggest chunk I can find and just toss it in there.
Okay.
Really
And then
curious
just sit down and wait.
how much it just eats it up, or if it takes it with them.
Do you think maybe we should like
just rolls
cover
over?
our eyes? Like maybe if it does decide
It
to
might spit parts.
Yeah, maybe.
It's an eye hazard.
Yeah. I knew a guy once who lost his eye to something like that. And it was a barrel full of dwarven ale, and somebody was smoking some stuff near it, and whoo, he had a splinter about that big coming out of his face.
Oh man.
And you know, at the time, I wasn't as good as I am now about helping people out with that sort of thing. So, unfortunately, as far as I know, that. No, what I mean is like there was a hole in the middle of it.
Ah.
He's a real nice guy. He doesn't let it get him down, but you know, it's a little tough to look at, you know.
I've seen some ugly mugs.
Yeah. It's when he airs it out from under the eye patch that's the concern.
Yummy.
As the worm comes through, you hear a little bit of a grinding noise, and the gears sort of pick it up and crunch it into its mouth if it had one, and it just
All the pieces
all
just
the
disappear.
pieces just get kind of eaten up by
Even
this
the
thing.
big one?
Even well,
Did you
there's
think
some
he was in
pieces
there?
left behind from the big one.
Okay.
Yeah.
We threw some pieces in.
Does it look like the hole's getting deeper?
scrapyard.
Like in general.
Like, yeah, when it comes
That's
through, does it
rich.
look like it got a little deeper than what it was before?
Yeah, we see
Do a-
debris
Do
skidding
an
up as it
investigation
goes.
check.
Okay. Investigation, it's going to be a 23.
Okay. In the littlest tiny minuscule amount, it does appear to be grinding away as it goes. The biggest reason you can tell is that it's just a little bit bigger than it is. So it looks like it's been grinding down over time. So it's just it doesn't fit like all the way through the entire tunnel, but it does have the little things that reach out. So it's
Does it
still
turn
grinding.
on its own? Like, at
Or does
these-
it bounce off the corners?
Because it looks like there's not like a way for it to like turn around.
I wondered
Does it,
about
like,
that when it
it
comes
doesn't-
out of that pit.
have like a?
I mean, we haven't seen
It
the whole
doesn't
thing.
have corners that it.
Okay, so we haven't seen it come through another direction.
You've
Or
seen
we've-
it. It's gone both ways now.
I guess the next thing I'm curious about then, when it comes this way, and it goes into that,
figure 8 down there.
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm curious,
Oh, that's where we
does
are?
it just do the
No.
loop and come back, or is there something out of our range that it goes into? I guess we have to investigate.
Yeah, maybe after it's gone back the other direction, so we have a little bit of time.
Bridge.
You do.
Oh, there's a little bridge there. You know?
Yes.
Would have totally
Would just
missed
be
that.
in view of everything on the other side, potentially.
Well, as long as we don't bother them, I don't think that they're in the mood to be bothering us.
We can still
Somebody might-
try to be quiet as we go.
Oh, yeah,
just
I
in
mean-
case.
I will do my best to not be noticed.
I will do my best to
I-
help
I-
you.
I could send my friend to scout ahead for us. He
That-
can't be invisible.
That again, you haven't seen yet.
Oh yeah,
Right.
I forgot
The
that.
friend doesn't
You
exist.
have a
The
I-
problem with that is then we're just sitting here doing nothing.
Well, you
Like,
you
we're
just
here to do
nothing.
something, aren't we?
Well, yes. I was just giving an option to not risk being spotted.
Well, I think that's not really an option. Like,
He is
anybody,
really
like,
close.
even if we're trying to sneak past something, like, eventually they're probably gonna notice my shield. But you have a way for
alright.
me to see in the
Should have
dark.
picked up dark
I'm
vision.
curious how much light you said with all the sparking and welding going on over there, it's putting off enough light that we can see that whole island. Is there anything does it extend beyond any?
I'd
Do
say
they say?
it probably goes a little bit past the trench, but I wouldn't say it like lights up the whole cavern or anything like that.
Because I was hoping maybe we could get down and around and across that bridge before turning your shield back on. But we'd have to lead you.
I mean,
But we can just see what they do.
I think that that's honestly the best thing that we could really kind of figure out is whether or not those fellas over there are sort of in that mood to be poking at things.
Something I've found too when you want to try to avoid confrontation, avoid eye contact. Just don't look at them.
Act like you know what you're doing.
Oh, walk with a purpose.
Yes,
yeah, that's
yes.
it. Walk with a purpose.
Out of
Does anyone have
This-
a clipboard?
this just happened, an hour
Well, let me
or 2
check.
hours ago in game to my character, probably remember, but I don't. Did they actually, the creatures we attacked, the like bees,
Yes, the wasp.
did the wasps? Did they actually? I mean, they came our way,
Mm-hmm.
but did they actually attack us first, or did we just assume they were attacking?
Those wasps, I also don't remember, even though it was only 2 hours ago in game. Those wasps probably would have attacked when they noticed you were coming.
I think
Um,
he attacked us.
Yeah,
I
so
don't-
they felt hostile.
I think one was
I'm just
attacking
wondering-
at me and someone defended me.
I'm just wondering if, for all we know, there might be a way to
And the rust
negotiate.
monsters want the rest.
That's true. I wonder if there's somebody who's a little more sentient around that we could communicate with. I mean,
Right, which is part of the reason I want to go over that little bridge there so that we can maybe bump into somebody who wants to talk instead of, you
well,
know,
do just
trying
want-
to
do you
smash
just
us
want
with
some
his
rope and
giant
to turn your
feet?
light off, and we can lead you a little bit, so we're not.
Is this whole area littered in debris?
Yes, this is a little scrapyard.
Alright. It might be dangerous to try to lead him across that. I don't know.
I'm
You might
not
trip
the
and fall.
most agile individual you ever met. I don't have any major problems. No, issues with knowing where my body's at. But I have tripped over a rock or two in my day.
Haven't we all?
Truly.
I've met some people that that just look like they're the most graceful people you ever met, and they never stumble or drop a single thing. And I just I marvel at those folks.
So the idea is to just walk with a purpose.
Okay. We can give it a shot.
I think so. Yeah.
Go around that corner up here and sorry, trying to click for you so you see where I'm talking about. Up there
Well, I've got this banner.
and then down towards the bridge.
Okay.
Are you able to like shield your light a little bit so it gives off less light? Like so it's enough where you can kind of see within
I
like
can
a
walk
couple
on
feet
the other
around.
side of him.
So it's enough to light up a couple feet around you, but not like
Well, if we're doing that, then I could just like pick up a rock and like hold it so that it's like shooting out that
focus.
way and shooting out the front of my hand. Try that.
just
where
have
you're
to shoot out in
stepping.
front of you. And not
Well,
behind you as
it's a little finagling to get the rock held in there in such a way that
I'm just thinking, focus
I love
the
a
light
good
a little
finagle.
bit and reduce them off to the side seeing us.
yeah, if you could show me how to hold my hands so that I can still hold my shield and not feel, vulnerable, to manage to not have that rock have light everywhere, I'm happy to do it, but I am struggling just a little bit. I got these big old hands and they only bend so far.
scooping it like that, like you said, have to shoot in front of you and behind you.
Yeah. Like one of those performance theater thingies. You know, they got the guys sitting there and they like push it back and forth and lets people know that there's a show on that night. Seen
I've
those?
seen those.
Yeah.
I have not.
That's in a big city.
Only in the big
City.
cities.
That's how they get everybody to come over there because they're like, oh no, what's happening? And then they show up and everyone's like, oh, come see the show. And everybody's like, well, I walked all the way over here to make sure nothing was on fire, so.
Yeah. We do that in the sky.
This is in character, right? Like you're
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
All right. As you
So I've switched to holding a rock, like, that's lit up so
Okay.
that I'm trying to
got a little
direct.
flashlight.
Yeah, except for I'm not holding it like that because of the So it's like it's a two-way flashlight.
I would like to keep detect magic up.
Okay. Cool.
So because it's just an
Okay.
innate
Check
thing
magic
for
is
you.
within how many feet?
Actually, did I lose concentration on
It's been a short rest. So.
hex? Yes, but I can concentrate on hex for 24 hours.
Oh.
So do I really want to drop hex? Is the question.
And you hexed something?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that
Oh.
thing.
Oh, the big thing?
And I can change targets with it with a bonus action. So.
Oh, nice.
And I
I'll have to
can, as long as I,
recast
yep. So technically, I have my spell slot back for it, and I'm still maintaining concentration on it. So unless we come across something I want to detect, actually, I will not.
Okay.
Because I'd rather, for now, keep.
You guys aren't gonna last long.
Oh, what are those?
Those look like hobgoblins.
Oh,
Yeah. Looks like there's 8 of them, and one of them looks like a little bit more of somebody in charge than the rest. They are currently hunkered down behind scrap metal barricades arranged along this ledge overlooking the trench.
oh.
Oh, they're overlooking the trench, not towards us.
Hey, fellas.
Not well, they are now.
Let's wait. Can I stop him before he hey fellas?
I don't know if you can stop Reggie from anything, but you can
Yeah.
certainly try.
a little closer?
I feel like that would be spooking. I just think that's a bad idea. I don't want anybody walking up behind me and then going, "Hey, fellas," that
I'm not
seems.
saying we have to get super close, but you screaming from here.
No. It's just like, hey, over here.
I have a way to.
Or I got this rock. I could just
I-
skip it along the ground.
I have a way to project my voice quietly over there and get their attention.
Well, that's a trick.
Also spooky.
But
Do it behind them. Hey.
Why don't you try it out on me and I'll tell you what I think.
okay, next to on the other side of you, you will quietly hear my voice.
No, not that. Not that at all. No. That's a big spook.
Not in a spooky voice, in like a hey.
Yeah, that's so weird.
You mean you no harm. Well, that's because you're standing right next to me. It's weird.
Yeah, but if you weren't standing next to me and I heard, hey, that's weird.
It's just unless you know who's saying that, and you're good friends, that just seems like, ooh, I don't know.
One of them starts walking up towards you.
Oh, hi.
I will say hello in, he said hobgoblin, huh?
Yep, hobgoblin.
I will say it in goblin. Because I'm not positive what their main speech is.
What is their main speed?
I'm sorry.
Both of those work. So he'll say greetings to you, and in Goblin also say greetings to you, just in case you don't speak the same language for some reason.
What
He
did he
doesn't
say?
Same thing.
Do you speak
Okay.
common?
He just said
Okay.
greetings to you to me. Is what he said.
No, to the goblin? I thought you mean
No,
to the-
I said
Both.
in goblin
In
to
common
hobgoblin.
and
Oh, okay.
yeah.
And then I checked,
But it
what did he
spoke to us
say?
in
Oh,
both.
okay.
Is that the same thing? I'm like, oh, what are you guys doing over there?
Keeping watch, waiting for our time.
What time for what?
Gotta stop this.
What is it?
Why?
I don't know what it is, but it's not good.
How do you know it's
Doesn't
not good
look
if you
good.
don't know what it is?
Because they've been taking us out, so they must not like us. And so
Have you tried to negotiate?
no.
Why were you stealing their metal?
No.
And why were they taking you out?
Well, hold on, they might have been swimming. Hold on.
It is reasonable.
The hobgoblins could have been here first, though.
Nope, we're good.
What?
We want their metal now because there's a lot of it.
There's a lot of it, yes.
Well,
Yeah.
How, is this all that you got to deal with what's going on over there?
Well, also, we really want Zox to get taken out, and then
Who's Ox?
it's this adventure, like you guys, adventurer guy that's been
Is he
doing
organizing all
this. Yeah,
You've been doing, what's this?
I don't know what he's doing.
Is he like waving his hands and then his stuff happens?
No, this stuff.
The
Pointing
art.
towards
Oh, Zox is making the art.
Uh-huh.
What is this Ox?
Zox is probably out looking for more metal.
And have you tried
Obviously.
to talk to him to
No.
see?
No.
Maybe.
Do you know anything about that horrible, dastardly machine in that cavern over there?
What's in all the caverns?
What?
Oh, not the worm.
No, the big one with the legs and
Yeah, the
lightning.
tester. The shocker stomper.
It's nasty.
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend fighting that thing.
Yeah, we had to run from it.
Oh, yeah, smart. You guys are smart. You want to help?
Well, I would like to talk to this guy first.
What? We don't negotiate with these kinds of people.
Well, maybe
What
he has
kinds of
a.
people?
Well, I guess like you.
You're negotiating with us,
I guess I am.
No, we're just
and maybe you just don't understand his goals, and his goals align with your goals.
No.
How would you know?
What
without
are you?
talking to him?
What are you down here to do?
I'm trying to steal the metal that he's using for all this. So that way
Maybe
the
he
other
was-
people can use it.
Have you ever thought that maybe he has excess metals that he's not using, and you could just ask him?
Oh, he's using all. Look! And so as you look over the, this archway is being built out of like scrap metal.
Yeah, but
like,
not all the
creating
metal
this
might be
thing.
usable. Sometimes there's just metal that's just not usable for that construction, so it's going to waste, and maybe you could have that metal.
Yeah, but I also want his ring.
What's his ring?
I don't know, but it seems important and I want to bring it back.
Is this the in
Bring
charge
it back
guy
to
that came
who?
over to talk to us?
Bring it back to who?
I know this. I lost the page when I was looking for where the guy went.
Mentioned other people.
My lord, whose name is Doomcrown.
Why is he called Doom Crown?
I wish I had read ahead to the next level to be able to tell you. But if I knew, I would definitely be telling you why it's called
Is your group
Doomcrown.
all hobgoblin, or are you made of other types of people?
We train the little rust bugs to help us
Oh, and where do you tend to leave them?
with all their junk, so that way they can, start collecting it and bringing it to
But when
us.
they destroy the metal you want, so,
No, they just rust. It's fine.
but then it wouldn't be as good a metal.
Okay, well, they really just, I'd like to have different things helping. Like these scorpion things would be great, but no, they're in charge of this part.
Well, again, you could just see maybe his goals align with yours.
I don't know if they do. But
You wouldn't know unless you tried to
listen,
negotiate.
you're welcome, I guess, to go try to talk to him, but if you turn on us, I'll know better than to ever negotiate with any adventurers, and I've been right the whole time.
I'll ask him, how did you plan to get across the trench?
Well, we were gonna time it until the worm goes by, and then quick go, and then cut up the other side, and it'd be
That
fine.
is a very interesting description.
Thank you.
And
That's
have
what-
you thought about
That's a good
taking
plan.
some of that old rusty metal, like maybe find like a real long one and like laying it across and running across it?
I don't know if there's any long pieces over here,
That's-
but I'll think about it.
Or maybe like you could.
You're smart.
Build a bridge.
Yeah.
It's like 35 feet wide.
I don't really want to build a bridge. They'll see us building it. But if I just go poop with a like big metal thing, I guess that could work.
Or like a ladder.
Or
You
you
could
could
get,
like
like,
go
a
down
ladder.
and then back up.
Yeah.
Because if you can run across a ladder, you just got to use the sides of it. Because if you try and step on the
I don't know
On
if
the
there's any
bars?
ladders around here, man.
Good slip.
well, no, that's not the problem I have. I usually there's a loud crunching noise and then I fall. Ladders don't like me that much, so I gotta.
A ladder that everyone climbs down real fast when the worm goes
Oh
by.
yeah, and then you put it
just
on the
go
other side so you can climb
and then
even
climb right
faster.
back up.
Or,
I
you know,
still
you
don't
have
think I
somebody
have a
who-
ladder, but thank you.
Well,
For
you
your
got
thoughts.
a whole base or something somewhere. Maybe you can go
Yeah,
there.
somebody who
I-
can run straight up walls and bring a rope down. Throw a rope down.
But
Boy, you're giving us a lot to think about, though.
we don't necessarily want to attack the other side.
No. I want to negotiate and find out who this person is.
But what we
Interesting.
do need to do. All right, I'll
Or
ask you
automatically
next.
side with you. You don't want to just side with the hobgoblins. They can be the bad guys.
How long does it take the worm to come past this spot the second time?
We haven't timed it out yet. I'm really bad at counting.
We could wait and count with you.
We sure could.
Do you have anyone that can count?
Well,
That we could tell it to once we're done counting, and they can count for you when you're ready to attack?
we'll just do it right when it's passed.
Oh,
Because it takes enough time.
Do these things
Yeah,
just
enough.
attack you on sight?
Probably. We haven't really gone. Poor Jerry went over there.
Jerry went over? Is he
Yeah.
okay?
No. But it's probably it's
I
just
like
Jerry. I know, me too. But it's we sent him over because he was so willing.
Where is he now?
Willie.
Is there a hobgoblin corpse within sight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is it down below? Like you
No,
got
it's
a-
like
How long has he been dead over there?
I don't know if he's dead, but he hasn't moved for like a day or so.
Oh.
So he's probably
He's probably just playing dead. It's
okay.
fine.
Because like if it was like immediately like a couple of moments ago, I might have been able to do something about that.
I'm
But
gonna, while they're talking, my character's gonna zone out, and I'll like perceive through my imps,
Okay.
and like while he's invisible, like fly
Okay.
over there,
Okay.
and like, does this body look like it's dead? And I'm like, it might be.
It looks like it's been electrocuted.
Noise.
Does not look like it's
does it have a name tag?
salvageable. No.
I beat Jerry.
Turns out that's Jerry.
Then there's no breathing. He's electrocuted to death.
Electrocuted.
He was electrocuted to death.
Right, and so what I was saying is if it had happened pretty recently, I might have been able to do something about it. But he's looking a little
Worse for wear.
yeah, like he's been sitting there a bit, fermenting. Yeah, the longer something ferments, the harder it is for me to do something about it.
Interesting. Fine wine must be your enemy.
And so you said the other guy was just in some other tavern. He didn't know where.
He kind of gestured like across, not like across the pit the long way, but like kind of
Here?
to, yeah, but
In
like
that general
for
direction?
just over there somewhere.
The other adventurer or his boss?
The
Yeah,
other
adventure.
adventure His
so
boss
we gotta go to that hole on the far side. of the
is
room.
not here.
So I wonder. All right, I'll ask him this:
Okay.
have you ever been attacked by them if you're on this side of the trench?
No, they don't.
They never
They
come
gotta
across.
work, you know.
So maybe we could go cross over there and go there and wander around, and they won't attack us.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. The other thing being, though, that we did learn something that they will not use organic material. It's just metal up in that thing. Because Jerry probably would have been some pretty good building stuff if they really wanted him for it.
Gross.
I don't think
But-
flesh and bone makes good.
I would say that, but the skin can be used for like a canvas, and the bones, or you use some tendons and you tie it together. I've met some folks that do some really amazing things
I
with the
would
things that they
agree
kill.
there, but even if it, I just don't think he's as good a material as the metal. So like, why
Well,
would
we
you
don't-
choose to use him when you have an abundance of metal on the
We.
floor up here?
Well, we don't know that.
So maybe,
Well, maybe
when they run
they'll-
out of
maybe-
metal, they will use him.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm. Well, maybe not. Maybe the first part is only metal, and then the next part is
Could be.
organic.
Though I love to explore and see new things, I never want to see that thing
What thing?
that you just talked about.
Well, I was talking about like animals. You know, like a elk or
Alligator?
I thought you meant about people. Using people bodies to
I'm
make
just
things.
messing. Yeah.
you know, I didn't look too closely, so I could have been.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
All sorts of folks need help, and then sometimes you just run into some people in some weird situations. So
So we're done. We're done. We want to go look at jumping over here.
well, not
That's
I
exactly
I
what
can't
I'm
clear
looking
that
for.
gap personally.
I was just starting to look up jump. See if I could jump across
Not
that.
jump.
No,
I was
Just
I'll give it a
metaphorically
shot.
jumped.
Metaphoric my ass. I'm gonna try to physically do it.
As you go past him,
I don't think your ass is capable. Like your legs might be, but I don't think your ass is capable.
as you go past him, Kurlog, whose name you don't know, will tell you to that there's some children around that look friendly but are not,
Oh.
and to just not deal with that.
What kind of children?
I don't know. They're all the same.
How do we not?
They all
deal
look
with
like
that?
the same kid.
What do they
Yes.
look like?
Do they look like they're made out of metal, or do they look like they're people?
Not metal, but I wouldn't call them people either. Just,
hope they're not made out of
you'll
people.
know. Just,
Maybe that's what they're doing with the rest of us.
they just look really friendly, but they're
Can
not
we
friendly.
avoid them?
Have they attacked you?
Jerry's brother, Terry, got sucked in by their cute faces, and it just didn't turn out well.
Sucked in by their
Just
cute
not.
faces.
No, that's a metaphor. It wasn't for real. Just
No, it was a metaphor, not literally sucked.
yeah,
but
just
it metaphorically sucked it.
right.
Because we're talking about
Interested.
metaphors.
How did they kill him?
They like kind of burned him.
You know, it's a good thing that you warned us, because I absolutely would have been checking on that kiddo, being like, "Hey, what you doing down here?"
Yeah, you seem like that friendly type.
You know, it's gotten me this far.
Sure has.
Because, I know some folks that would have seen you and just assumed that you were evil SOBs and
Yeah,
probably would have set you on fire.
on fire.
SOBs.
Fire sounds bad.
I've been burnt. It's not a good time.
Yeah, you should stay away from those kids.
Fire? I like fire.
You should go say hi to the kids.
Maybe I will. Maybe we
Alright.
got something in common.
Okay, well, you want to talk to the bad guy and you want to talk to the kids, so carry on.
So, I want to see if we can get them to leave you alone without having to start a war and risk your people's lives.
And get scrap metal. And the ring back.
And back. So you
Or
have
back.
them-
I mean, hold on, let me just. I just get the ring.
What's
I
it do
didn't say
again?
back. What?
What's it do again?
I don't know, but it seems important.
Well, maybe they could use some hand, like building the whole situation. So maybe if you negotiate, is like part of the payment is the ring.
Or maybe part of the payment will be some scrap metal if you help build. They'll give you
Yeah,
some
like
scrap
once
metal.
they're done, any leftover scrap metal you guys could probably have.
That doesn't seem like there'll be a lot of scrap metal left.
Oh, you don't know that.
That's true. That's true. I don't
You don't
know.
Now
know
we'll
what?
talk to what's his bucket for you.
Okay.
What was his
please.
name again?
Zox.
Zox. Like
Zox.
socks, but
Yeah.
Zox.
Yeah. ZOX. I think he spells it that way. I've never seen it written because I have no reason to have seen it written.
I'm gonna squat down and write ZOX.
Yeah. Like that. Zox. Will you write my name too? That looks really cool. I'm Kurtlog.
I will do my best, no phonetically. A.
Uh-huh.
E.
Uh-uh.
K. Wipe that out. U.
Yeah, yeah.
R.
Uh-huh.
L.
Uh-huh.
O.
Uh-huh.
G.
Wow. That's so cool.
If only you could take it with you.
That'd be really neat.
I don't have anything for that.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like they do either.
Okay. Well, thanks for writing me. Best of luck to you and good luck getting me the scrap metal in that ring.
Okay.
Okay.
So figure out how to jump across.
Metaphorically.
No, he meant
Well,
you.
yeah, I could
But you can absolutely just run.
run it, or yeah, I can jump 28 feet if I spend a key. 14 feet without.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah, I could get across. These the stones on the edges of the pit are just stones, right? That we can walk out on.
Yeah, it's some of them are a little iffy. It's just the leftovers from the worm kind of tunneling. It's like when there's snow and the snow clouds kind of come and it's a little bit gets piled up on the side.
Mm.
So it might crumble, but it might be safe. But either way, you can.
There's a couple spots that are only like
Yeah.
8 feet.
Yeah.
So if I can jump 14.
Yeah.
Well, when we're ready to go, I might just do that.
Okay.
Are we going over there?
I think that's the plan.
Go that way.
Okay.
Avoid smiley children.
Okay.
Further down the tunnel, as you're waiting for the worm to pass, you can see another bridge, but you can't get to it unless you climb.
You gotta climb down, then climb up, and then you can use
There
the
it is.
bridge. Oh, wait, further down there.
I knew that's what they were getting.
Interesting.
But the worm.
Goes back.
Go, go, go!
Jump across.
Okay.
Scramble, scramble, scramble.
Okay. Climbing requires an athletics check.
Okay.
You could jump across too.
I don't
You
think.
can jump 8. What's your strength?
Plus 16?
No, your actual score.
18.
10. Jump 18 feet with a 10-foot.
I got
Acrobatic?
a 21.
Athletics. 21 is good enough. You kind of scramble up the side. Skylar falls back down now.
I'm gonna lay down on the other side and stick a hand down.
Okay. With advantage, you can roll again with your athletics check.
Hey, 15?
You kind of hit. He's feeling a little sweaty today. You can fall back down again.
Okay, well, you just grab onto my hand and I'll haul you up.
Well, you're not that tall.
Do you have a rope?
I do. I'm gonna let down a rope with a knot in it and just
Okay. You do the athletics check.
with advantage, right?
Sure.
24.
Okay,
Or
that's it.
26.
That's still enough. You pull up Skylar, and the three of you are on the other side. Did I grab some hobgoblins on the way? Oops.
Well, you're coming with us now.
No.
Since you can jump your strength score.
Oh.
After a 10-foot run.
You know, I don't have quite enough to clear that. It's like 30 feet, right?
No, well, she said we could potentially still be on the gray parts, the gray stones on the edge.
Yeah.
Because I can only do 14 feet without spending key.
Gotcha.
I do mine the other way around. Pluses in the circle.
Well, I use the pluses more often, so I make them the bigger one.
Yeah.
It's just what works for me.
Yep.
Yeah. Are we going across this other bridge here? That seems like the right thing to do.
Yeah, we can go check it out. Look down that tunnel.
This tunnel, as you start to approach, is another one of those that's kind of covered up. You can
It's like
you
a
can
tunnel.
you can. So there's a bridge over, but then as it goes in, it's more of a tunnel. So if you lay down and kind of lean over, you can see that there's a split Down the tunnel a little bit, but it's a full tunnel instead of just a
Gotcha. Yeah, because we can't
trench.
really get in there.
Right, you'd have to go down it to get in there.
That goes all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Sure does.
Expose it all.
Maybe. Let's see. See how brave you get.
Yeah, I'm guessing there's spots you can only get to if you go through the trench. And at some point, we may have to.
There are indeed. Do you continue going? Where do you go? I don't know what I'm asking.
Following the curve, right?
Yeah, I guess moving our way up, looking for this other adventurer that he's talking about, or just whatever we run into.
Okay. You don't run into anything until you get, if you would like, up to this intersection
Yeah,
here.
that's where we were headed.
All
I
right.
guess if we see the intersection coming, maybe I'll peek around the corner before the light gets there.
Well, I think we're on flashlight
Run
mode right
ahead of
now.
Reggie.
Still,
Oh yeah, he's on flashlight mode still.
You would be.
Trying to be.
I don't
Little
know what we're looking
inconspicuous.
at.
Well, inconspicuously, you peek around, and this appears to be has a plateau of twisted scrap metal, atop a 20-foot high plateau of twisted scrap metal, rises a rambling palace made of jagged metal plates welded together. Circular iron doors are recessed into the walls. The slopes of this scrap pile are strewn with some mutilated corpses of the little rusty bugs. There's a 90-foot high ceiling in this cavern, and so you can see the slope and you can see these metal welded walls. And I guess I shouldn't have given you the whole layout
Apparently
of this
they're-
whole thing.
Oh, I didn't scroll over. So
Oh, good. Nothing's there.
I purposely.
Ooh, you know what that
didn't.
means? I can hide it again. Haha.
We saw a peek of something, but
We can see the inside a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
There
That's
you go.
better. I didn't scroll too far over, so.
some nasty suckers.
It
Trying
looks like the bugs have tried to go up and eat the walls, but died for it.
Maybe. Looks yummy,
Do
yummy.
we want to go knock? See if we can find Zox.
I suppose, or we can go and see what is.
This seems the most friendly thing to do.
What's over here?
Something's up there.
Wow, I don't
Something
think
up
we're
there
supposed to
watching
know
us.
that.
Do you see what's up there?
Yeah, there's a little it goes up
See
again
this.
and you see, let me just make sure I'm right.
I don't know if we're supposed to be able to see back there and there.
No. It looks like another one of those rust buggies. It's eating some metal.
Up there eating something. There's more. Does it look like there's more scrap up there? Maybe.
Maybe. It's hard to tell from where you are.
I'm sure. Let's go try to find this guy at.
Yeah, I
We
think
can
that
assume
Knockin's
that he's
probably-
in that palace.
I mean, maybe he's out looking for more metal, but you know,
He's
seems
got-
like the best way to not get dead for being too near somebody's house.
He's got a home with several doors.
Yeah.
Does it look like there's a ramp leading up to that, like a safe passage up right there?
I wouldn't necessarily call it safe. Like it's this is all scrap metal. But it does look like it's a well-worn path, so it looks like it's maybe safer than like scrambling up the side somewhere. Yeah.
That's where we'll go to then, I guess. Let's see. Grab us.
It was a circular door with riveted iron plates and iron handles, iron hinges, and a sturdy iron lock. The lock looks like a smiling gnome's face without a nose.
Okay. Well, are we? We're knocking. Yeah.
Sure.
Boom, boom, boom.
We'll be friendly.
I'm gonna make sure I'm stepped back a little bit. I'm not
Just
as
in case the
hardy.
door explodes.
I'm not as hardy as these
We
two.
just weirdly befriended hobgoblins, so you know.
Listen,
I have a whole
wasn't
lot of
wor-
friends all over the place.
I wasn't worried about the hobgoblins. I could fireball their asses a couple times.
Leader might have been tough though.
okay. Just making sure he wouldn't like.
Blow us up.
Just attack us.
Right.
Attacks everyone on sight.
Mr. Zog,
Okay.
are you home?
Eventually you hear.
Zox. That's right. Because the other dude, his name is something Zog or something.
Zerk or Kirk.
Eventually
Ferrari,
forgot.
the door opens, and you see a a rock gnome.
Hello, sir.
Hello,
It is a pleasure to meet you. I am Reggie.
hello, Reggie.
Why do you sound like a... Never mind.
What?
I was gonna say, why you sound like a robot? Robot
Hello,
don't exist.
Reggie.
Just like the pacing in his statement made him sound like a robot. And I was gonna say, why do you sound like a robot? I had to stop because robots aren't the thing. So my character wouldn't say that.
Are you
How-
the master of this abode?
I lost my cap. I'm trying to get it back. Yes.
We're definitely
Yes.
You're Zox?
You're what?
with the
You're so
camera.
crooked.
Yeah, we've been for a while.
And you've been falling. Sorry, everybody. Oh no.
Oh, wait, hold on. No, Meg is like.
What is happening? Hey, close your eyes at home because I don't want you to get seasick from this. Okay. Alright, deal. Perfect. Let me just put these a little higher. Oh, sorry. Still seasick.
Beauty.
There we go.
Okay, yes, I am the master. I
You're
am the master of this house. Zox. Yes, I am Zox. Hello.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Interesting.
Wait, the shield golem.
How did you know who I am? No, the gnome, the rock gnome is.
That's the rock. Oh, rock gnome, yeah.
Yeah, no, there's some fellas out there that are admiring your project, whatever that is.
Fellas,
Yeah, no,
project, admiring.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And we were wondering what it is you got going on over there.
I am obviously. Hold on. Backstory. Time. Building. I don't know how to say this. A simulacrux.
A simulacrux.
Yes.
What does it do?
It's obviously.
Always wanted to see one.
I know. Why doesn't it say in the little part where he is? Okay. Does this, simulacrum spell?
Simulacrum?
That one.
Simulacrum?
Listen, I know what I'm talking about here.
Isn't that the one where you like copy yourself?
No.
Not me. It's fine.
Why are
you
you
trying to copy?
making copies?
Doesn't matter.
That seems cool. We want to know.
Right? It's really cool. It doesn't matter.
Why doesn't it matter?
Well, it's gonna take a long time. I need a lot of metal for it, so it's probably gonna.
Well, I mean,
months away. Months.
if you tell us, we might be able to help.
No.
You don't want help getting metal?
No. I work alone.
You don't want people working for you?
Yeah, but I want to control them.
Right, you would be in charge.
No, I work alone.
So what is it you're making copies
But-
of again?
It doesn't matter.
But you got those things out there working. They're doing the work for you. You're not working alone.
Yes, but I control them.
Right.
Did you
and
make
if you're
them?
the boss, then you are controlling
Some of
people.
them. Yeah, but I work alone. I don't want you people helping me.
Well, why not? We're helpful people.
I believe you, but the last time I worked with helpful people, they all died.
How'd they
So-
die?
You know what? We're down here. They died to different things. There was an aboleth. There was a Bahir, right? Is that what the name was? There was this big scorpion man. It was really terrifying. And they all just died as they went, so now I'm here alone and I don't want any help.
So are you trying to bring them back, you with your Selenium?
That's not how this works.
Well, you're not telling us what you're trying to make, so I'm just...
Why do you need the giant
spitballing.
archway for simulacrum?
Seems really big.
That doesn't matter.
Maybe he's gonna make a bunch of copies of the thing with the lightning in that other room.
Ooh.
That'd be cool. No, I can just make that. You know?
But again, like, I don't get why you need a giant archway to cast this spell.
Doesn't matter.
But it does. We can help you. We can at least give
I
you
don't
some.
want your. I work
Even
alone.
if you don't want help, we can give you some advice before we leave.
You don't need. Just go. I'll even tell you where the next level is.
What?
But I'm so
Wait,
interested.
where are
fascinated
we,
by
by
your
the way?
geniusness.
Where are you?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
like we hopped out through the Yanan portal, and we fell for a while, and then we just kind of like gently alighted on the ground, and now we're pretty deep.
That's new. You're in Tobrian's graveyard, of course.
Who's Tobrian?
The You people know nothing.
Nothing.
The
Well, we
Mad
didn't have
Mage.
the-
I know.
Experience of walking down here.
The Mad Mage had 7. Shit. I did this
Disciples?
a long time ago. Not disciples.
Apprentices.
Best friends?
7. I was right. Oh my gosh. Apprentices.
Oh.
And Tobrian was one of them. He was the one that was fascinated by machines and constructs. And so this is the graveyard.
Are you trying to make copies of him?
No, that would be weird. The Bad Mage doesn't need any more apprentices. I've asked. I haven't really asked. But I'm important enough to have asked, maybe, if I wanted to.
I believe you. I'm fascinated by your geniusness. I so want to
Thank you.
know.
No.
Like, I want. Like,
Doesn't matter.
How can I revel in your geniusness if I don't know what
Well, you
you're
can stick
truly
around
doing?
for months, or you can come back and see the genius at the end, but it doesn't. It's not important right now.
Well, you said your friends kept dying from things. Are
Yeah.
there things near here we need to worry about when we leave?
They
Other
didn't,
than
they
that
didn't make it
worm?
this far down.
Are your things going to attack us? Like, we got attacked by that giant this thing up there to start
The
attacking
lightning
us.
thing.
It's
that
meant to
stopped-
attack anything within
Okay.
30 feet of it. Just stay away.
Were those things in over there attack us?
Only if you get close enough to be a bother.
Well, I want to go check out what's you're making.
You
It's
don't
really
need
cool.
to do that. It's you can see it from afar. There's nothing new about it up close.
He makes a good point.
It's just two little arms right now. It needs to go all the way up. It's gonna take so long.
It's an arch.
Where
Yes.
do you get all your metal?
It's the scrapyard here. It's everywhere.
Are you tearing this building apart?
No,
to do
this is
it?
my home.
Oh.
Do we ever get yourself cut on like the walls or like your chairs? Because I assume it's all made out of metal.
Seems very sharp.
Well, I'm used to rocks, and rocks are kind of sharp sometimes, so it's fine.
Well, I'll be honest with you.
No.
There's a. You don't want honesty?
No, I want honest. I just want to make sure
Well,
it's really honest.
there's a large group looking at invading the
What?
level to destroy your stuff, and like I told them that I would try to, make sure that what you're doing is not going to hurt them, and that would help prevent them from attacking you.
Your deception check.
No, that's true. I said I wanted to negotiate peace.
There was like 7 of them.
No, but they said that they had a master on the other level.
Do an
So,
intimidation check.
So I got.
I don't even know which one you're good at.
Can I do a persuasion?
No.
Wait, what was the
You're
op-
saying scary things.
Intimidation.
Intimidation.
He's feeling
Okay.
intimidated.
21.
Who was looking to attack?
Well,
Those scary red metal wearers.
Red metal
were they?
wearers?
Well, the person that
Did
we
we
heard
run?
about, I didn't hear anything about attacking. I heard that they wanted metal, and you're kind of taking up all the metal, so maybe that's a conflict of interest there.
Well, and they said they think that it's dangerous and they want to destroy the thing.
I might have missed that. I was kind of, I didn't hear anything to that effect. But somebody named Doom Crown was kind of had a conflict of interest.
Ooh.
That's a very specific name.
Yeah, no, I
Doom Crown.
Since he's here chatting with us too, I want to take a look at his hands while he's talking to us and see if he's wearing a ring.
He is wearing a ring.
just one. Yeah.
Yes. The middle finger of his left hand. I don't know if you want.
Does it look spectacular in some way?
Oh, I forgot, and I make my shield turn into a big friendly grin.
Whoa! Doing a perception check.
There it is. Woo! That's a 2. So 14, 13. I count good.
Okay. It looks pretty, but you don't get anything more than that.
Okay.
But so if I could persuade them that what you're doing is dangerous to them, they might not attack. You know, attack and then partially destroying it could delay you.
Yeah, you don't want your project to be set back even longer.
So, like, if I knew what you were trying to create, I could.
I'm creating.
People are afraid of the unknown.
Yes.
I've already told you what I'm creating, and I don't want to say it again. Cause I
You said
forgot
when
what
you
it
said
is.
you're making simulacrux to
Yeah.
make simulacrum,
Yeah.
but you haven't said what of.
It doesn't matter.
But
Well, it
it
matters
might
to
matter
them.
to them because obviously I can't reassure them that it's not dangerous to them if I don't know what you're making copies of.
And whatever I feel like. It's fine.
Why so big?
Because I want to make big things. And small things, and I just want more friends here that won't die.
Well, we won't die.
Well, a simulacrum can still die.
Yeah, but if I make enough of them, then I won't notice.
Or you could have people like me around and I can bring the dead back to life.
And no, because you can also die.
Are you
But can't
making
metal
an-
things be destroyed, which is basically dying, so they would die too.
Destroy metal things don't die. You just make them again. You just put the
But it
parts
would
back
be,
together.
it'd be a new thing.
No,
Are you
it's the
trying to
same
make
thing
an
again.
army?
No, just friends. Yes.
Feeling pretty insightful.
25.
He absolutely does not see it as an army. It's just a bunch of things that
Metal.
won't die.
I would definitely like to use this time to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Okay. Are
Is it
you're
action or a
casting
ritual?
it?
Just straight up, no ritual. I can cast it at will.
Hey! What are you doing? What?
I'm setting up barriers around myself for a future.
That's not what that looks like.
What do you mean?
Well, you know magic.
No, not very deceptive. 10 for my deception.
What's his passive insight?
Higher. Nope. That's not protection magic.
It allows me to open up my perception more to things around me.
What are you looking for?
Anything that might be dangerous to me.
It is dangerous down here.
Magic items are dangerous.
Okay,
so.
maybe. Go ahead. Go. Finish your stuff.
Okay, I'll quickly cast just Detect Magic.
Why is that fella been standing there for so long without saying anything?
He protects me.
Yeah, what is it we see behind you?
You see Rex, a shield guardian painted with gold stars and crescent moons.
Did you do that artwork there?
Yeah.
Looks mighty good. You know, I feel like it gives it some character.
Yeah. His ring is magic, and the shield guardian is magic, and
Probably has a shield guardian amulet or control
yeah.
thingy or whatever.
Yep. And then he has a key, but that's in his pocket. I don't remember how the.
There's an aura,
Okay, you've just seen an aura.
not like the thing itself. Like
Yeah.
It can go through cloth, yeah.
Okay, perfect. He's got something in his pocket, but it doesn't seem to be dangerous. Just whatever that. I hate this game. Guess what the magic is.
Yeah, it can be annoying. Trying to figure out what it is.
well, if it's a nose-shaped key, it's probably transmutation.
That one.
It's a
Because it's got a
Probably
gnome
for his
face.
door.
Yeah.
What do I get from the ring?
You get D&D magic schools.
Well, if it has any spell-like abilities, it'd probably be as per the spell, right?
Yeah.
That's the hard thing because some things aren't the spell
They
like
aren't always,
like,
yeah.
like you have a +1 armor. It would shine as a magical item, but what school?
Enchantment?
I would say like
Oh, yeah, maybe. Forever. Yeah.
So we came across this funky stick, and none of us know how to use it. We were wondering if you had anything interesting you'd want to trade for it.
Which stick did you find?
The named rod of absorption that none of us can use.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
Well, maybe, I don't know. I guess.
Even we don't know what it does.
You don't want it?
Well, you might be able to, if you spend some time with it, to figure it out, and then figure out, oh, well, I can't use it, but I know what it does.
Yeah, no, we took the time to figure out what it was in between then and when we picked it up and now and item description.
none
But-
of us seem to be able to.
Yeah, no, it looks like it requires a more keen mind to attune to it. And you seeing like you have one of those kinds of brains if you're able to assemble these folks.
Yeah, I guess I do. Sure. I'll take this.
Well, we were looking for trading something. you
Oh.
know, instead of just
Oh. Oh, no, I
want
don't
to
want it.
develop a rapport.
I don't want it.
You don't have anything you'd be willing to trade for it?
Not even like being friends.
No. I do have a music box that I've been kind of tinkering with if you really want it to trade, but that's really all I got.
What does the music box do?
It plays music, surprisingly.
Oh,
That's crazy.
But it does it all by itself. Which is, I think that's pretty cool. I don't have to turn it. You know.
oh,
Can it be turned off when you don't want it to play music?
Yeah, you gotta kind of shake it a little bit, and then you have to fix it again later. But
It's a really cool ring. I'm a big collector of rings, and I'll show that I have like a ring too.
wow, no,
what? I mean, what's wrong with trading a stick for a ring? I don't understand.
I need the ring.
Why do you need the
I
ring?
need the ring more than I need the stick. So you get to keep the stick. I get to keep.
What's the ring do? It's not just a ring.
It doesn't. It just helps me.
Well, that's vague.
Yep.
How?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm keeping it. I don't want your stick.
And you're saying that you wouldn't like want this stick for like lodging or safe passage from your machines.
No. Wait. Are you asked? Sorry. I thought you meant I would use it for lodging, but I have this house. But you're saying that you would trade it to me to stay here? Is that what you're
So
saying?
like we would have some place to come to just be, because obviously there's things running around down here that are big and spooky, and having a house made out of metal seems like a pretty good defense.
I'm
it's
feeling kind of
pretty-
tired, having a place to rest for a little bit.
pretty useful. I don't really have room.
Yeah, a couch,
rooms.
a chair, a lounge chair.
Let me just think real quick about the layout of my house to see if I remember if I have anywhere specific that can host so many of you. No, I mean you can just stay if you wanted. You could stay in like my living room, but it's not very. It's kind of dingy.
Better than a cave floor.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, if you want to. Don't get attached to me. I work alone.
Well, no, we would just be in
Absolutely.
your general vicinity, and we would appreciate the fact that you exist, but we wouldn't be, friends or developing a rapport of any sort.
Good. Yeah, I guess I'll trade you the stick for the couch or the floor because I don't really have a couch.
What if we found a couch and we brought it here?
That would be awful weird.
I agree.
But I guess if you can find one down here, then I guess.
Now, this is working under the assumption that we can kind of come and go as necessary. Is there a way for us to get in if you like
Knocking.
going around?
No,
How will we know if you're not here?
just knock and wait.
How will we know if you're asleep? I don't want to wake you up if you're asleep.
Just go, hey, are you asleep?
Well, wouldn't that wake you up?
Guess
Yeah,
if
then
it
I won't be
doesn't
sleeping
answer.
anymore.
I don't want to disturb your sleep.
Listen, it's in exchange for this stick, and not for friendship, I guess. But I'll be awake. I'll
Just for
wake
safety,
up.
not friendship.
No,
Never friendship.
absolutely
Friends
not.
are overrated.
Friends are overrated. They prey on
If
you.
you can't control them, then
That's
there's no
right.
use for 'em.
Have you thought about this thing where there's these people that, you go and talk to them and you sit down and you think about
No.
stuff? You never-
What?
Yeah, no, it helps you get through some tough stuff, and it seems like you have some tough stuff that you might benefit from talking to somebody about.
There's nobody around here to talk to about it. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, you could talk to me. I've had a little bit of training in terms of stuff like that.
Are you a therapist? No, because that means friendship, and I don't want that.
Well, no, it would be strictly professional. You wouldn't be working. We wouldn't be working together. We would be exchanging ideas.
The people who wrote this did not put therapy
For the traumatized
As
and rock
a-
gnome.
as an escape from this level. Okay, anyways.
So unique.
I'll think about it. Do you need to sleep right now? You're kind of
We
banged up.
did get a little bit stepped on by your machine.
You really shouldn't go over there.
Well, yeah, no, we didn't know that though. We kind of popped in the middle of the trench, and then the worm was coming, and we didn't know what was happening. So we scrambled up
Fair.
there, and there was some rust monsters and some angry bugs.
Big metal bugs.
Yeah,
Yeah, those wasps really like that in Junker.
yeah. And then we wandered
Really
upward there, and there was the thing. And it did some zapping and some stepping and stomping, and we went, no thank you, and we left.
Yeah, the stomping shocker stomper.
Yeah, no, that was a heck of a time.
Yeah. Sorry.
We will avoid that room.
Good.
Unless we come up with something to that's even better than the shocker stomper.
Yeah. Then you can test it out.
Have you tested the worm against the shocker stuff?
Oh, absolutely. The worm is in the trench, and then the shocker stomper's over there, and I can't get it to the trench.
Is it trying to dig down?
No,
further?
it's just tunneling. Man.
Did you make the worm?
No, it's been here for ages.
Do you think it used to go wherever it wanted, and then it eventually wore like a trench in the ground, and now it's stuck?
I think probably it was the mage's apprentice guy that made it. Told it to start digging.
Do you know if it's alive or is it just a machine?
Machines can be alive.
True.
Well, is there any
Let's see.
organic components on the inside of the worm? Just
I don't think so.
okay. Well, lovely. Could we step inside and see the space that you're talking about, letting us occupy?
Yeah, I guess.
We talked into this.
He'll take you inside, and as you enter, this is a junk room. There's some tape. There's a table. There's some broken machinery. There's some scraps of food, and you can hear a little bit of music coming from the door to the south.
That room.
This one, and then he'll walk you back Who are you?
Yeah, I was
you're
hoping
the,
there's someone
you're the
in there.
dog or whatever.
Oh, puppy.
Oops, I'm on the wrong.
Where's the dog?
I'll try to pet the puppy.
I wouldn't call it a dog.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Ooh.
Here you can go in. There's a giant badger playfully chewing on a stuffed toy in the middle of the room.
A real badger or a metal badger?
Definitely gonna
A
try
real,
to pet.
a real giant badger.
I thought you didn't like flesh things.
I do. It's easier to deal with things that are not flesh. And then, so there's a unmade bed, a drafting table, an iron safe. There's some alcoves containing a poorly draining privy and modest kitchenette where food molders and unclean pots and filthy pans. There's also a stone arch in the west wall.
What you got going on there? That seems a little bit out of place for, your style.
What's my style?
Well, just you got the metal, and you got your minimalism, and then you got this arch.
Yeah, it was just here.
Oh,
What to do?
It goes to level 6.
What's on level 6?
Darkness, I think.
What level
and
are
so-
we?
13?
whoa! We
We skipped
fell
a
a
lot.
long way.
Yeah, you did.
I'm
That's kinda
surprised we didn't
weird.
bust ourselves.
Sounds like somebody wants you down here, but not me, so don't get any fancy feelings here.
Never.
Yeah, there's a D carved into the keystone of the archway.
A D?
The letter D.
In the archway.
The
Door.
door.
No, you gotta sing a D.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't know how to sing.
what tone does your music box sing in?
Not a D because it doesn't open every second, but it's got a nice little ditty.
Alright.
Okay,
Oh, alright, I'll ask him to. Yeah. Is there anywhere we should not visit while we're in your
Home.
home?
We want to respect your boundaries.
Yeah,
you
just
know.
stay right here. You can sleep on the
So
floor.
between here and that door we
Is that
came
your
in?
bed or is that just a bed?
That's my bed, but I was gonna work on something anyway. So I mean, you can sleep in it if you really want to, but
I don't want to
wasn't
interrupt your
prepared
sleep
for
on the
company.
floor.
All right, okay.
What else you got going on in the house? Like you got your primary living area over here. What else you got?
Well, we just came through the junk room, and I got my tinker shop.
Whoa!
Oh, can we see?
Is that where you're preparing your simulacrum?
Simulacra? Is that what was the device?
Simulacrux. It's gonna make simulacrum. But he's gotta get something to make simulacrum of, to my understanding. Okay. Enjoy your tinkering, I suppose.
Thank you. I'll take Rex and go back to the.
I will
Are
attempt.
they going to the
At the
tinker
next-
shop? I'm going to tell my companion to quietly follow them and let me know.
I have a feeling.
Keep me up to date.
I don't understand how it's happening, but you do seem to have information, so I'm just gonna go with it.
I don't know if I lost. That's it. That's just your companion right now, but it's actually the.
Annie was our
I don't know where. I know, but I don't know where Annie is. Oh, there's Annie.
Does she not come with us?
She is. She's just tiny, and that's. It's fine. This is a little Annie. It's fine. You can fix it if you want to.
Okay.
He kind of mumbles to himself a little bit about your arrival and
And we're
needing this.
I think we can work
she's
on it.
gonna Annie 3.0
Maybe
is
befriend him by the time we leave.
gonna literally just stay near him, invisible, hiding.
Maybe we can clean this room up a little.
You know, that's actually kind of what I was thinking. Is if he came back to like a nice made bed and some clean pots and pans, like it might put him in a little bit of a better mood. Like just kind of prove to him that people being around isn't necessarily such a bad thing.
Then what we need to do is also not die.
Yeah, no, we have to pop back in and prove that we're not dead.
I'm gonna go like sit against the wall
Okay.
while they clean and perceive through the senses and just try to learn what I can.
Alright.
Also, apparently we're playing with the badger a little bit.
Yeah.
Apparently you're
Try to pat him and toss his toy around a little for him.
do an animal handling check.
Sweet. I don't have a high score.
Oh, okay.
But a whole 9.
Mm.
No, watch this.
He kind of chews on your hand a little bit as you try to.
No, you
gently
grab onto like the
tiny
bottom of it and you do
spicy.
this. And like,
Okay, animal handling.
I have advantage on animal handling checks because of my rune.
Of course you do.
So that was almost a 1,
Uh-huh.
but instead,
Uh huh.
and I'm not
It's a 2.
No, it's a 14.
Oh, okay. A little bit better. He doesn't try to chew your hand off as you grab the stuffed toy.
I'm like shake it so that like it's like alive.
Oh.
See, you know, you just
Bad.
yeah, no, it's got a prey drive is what it's called. Is these things are wanting to hunt it, and so when the toy starts to move, then it's like it makes its brain all happy.
So it's like a cat.
What's a cat? I know what a saber-toothed cat is, but is that just like
It's a
is it,
smaller version of that. Like this big.
that that doesn't seem like it'd be very good at hunting.
They think they are, but they're not. I don't know what I'm saying this. I'm not
I
perceiving
know you're not there.
this.
He's at like a work table and he's still just not mumbling to himself anything like that gives anything away, but just kind of grumpy that you're here, trying to make him friends. But he takes your stick out and just kind of looks at it for a second and just kind of closes his eyes for a little bit as he's holding it. And then, oh, alright, okay. And he goes and puts it on a shelf over there. And he comes back and he starts working on the music box again, trying to make it better, I guess.
Does he ever take the ring off?
No, absolutely not.
So we clean up the living space.
Okay.
If there's any
Clean
badger
the dishes,
leavings, then we
clean-
take care of that.
All right. Toss some badger poop out the door and clean out the gross old
Pots and pans.
pots and pans. Tidy his bed up a little bit.
Is there anything interesting in the room?
Do an investigation check or perception. I'll let you go.
They're both the same, so dirty 20.
Okay. There's a bunch of sheets of parchment kind of scattered across the floor, with sketches of metal contraptions, and you can see on there the archway and like all of the the architecture of it and like some arrows pointing and you see the Stomper Shocker drawing and some that are kind of crossed out, just like not like scribbled out, but like have lost. Yeah. And just general sketches.
Was that cartoon with the family?
Yeah, Incredibles.
Incredibles.
Yeah.
New one.
Yeah.
Modified.
Exactly that.
You know, what if we suggest that he makes something that has like a lightning rod on top, so if the Shocker Stomper tries to shock it, it like absorbs it and powers itself up?
That's a thing?
I don't know. It seems like he'd be the kind of person that'd be able to figure it out.
I don't know much about lightning and electricity. I have a toy that does it, but that's about it.
Yeah, no. When you live up on the mountains, you gotta learn like where the lightning is gonna hit, because otherwise, it don't last.
I
Because
imagine.
it doesn't happen very often, but every now and again, somebody just isn't thinking about it, and they just, whew.
I've seen what my toy can do to things, so yeah.
Also, Olu, I need to apologize. I'm going to back up about an hour. When you asked about things flying, there are little kind of oversized, like, little crossbows that have little wings and metal legs that are kind of around the arch, but none of them seem to be willing to attack you. They look like they're guarding. But there are things with wings up
They're
there.
not actually building, they're sort of guarding.
They're not currently building. There are things that are building, but those are not one of the things. They're just
Alright.
little drones, I guess.
Well, and I wondered too, since they're building so high, are they flying up there? Are they crawling up the walls to do it, or up the arch to continue building?
There were these big. I know I'm backing up a lot.
No,
sorry.
that's fine.
There are these big, the scorpion things. They kind of reach up with their tails, and that's where the welding shocks are coming from. So that's where that they don't need to climb up quite yet.
Gotcha.
It's not that tall with their reach.
So that's how Jerry died.
That is how Jerry died.
Crossbow.
No.
Nope, he got
Zapped.
electrocuted.
Yeah, that's right. He got zapped.
I want to know when this guy goes to sleep.
Okay.
You're creeping on him.
Definitely.
Yep. Do you do anything else after you're cleaning, or you just gonna sit and play?
That
or?
door in the north of the room we're in, does that just go outside and does it open?
You don't know, but it is locked.
Alright.
You can get a good feel for that. It goes outside, but
There's no.
it looks the same as the one you went in. There are no windows.
Anything that is minorly broken, I'm going to mend over the course of this period too.
Nice.
Great. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
plenty.
I don't have many skills to help out with, but I can clean.
When we came in, did the door that we came through look like we could easily just exit out it? Didn't need some.
He seemed to locked it with his gnome nose.
So it wouldn't unlock, it wouldn't just
Probably not.
So he locked us inside.
Probably. You can try to go open it again if you really want to, but he's probably more concerned with the danger outside than inside. Eventually, right around nighttime, I guess, he'll walk in with his shield guardian and wow, you guys touched everything, huh?
No, some of it was magic that did that.
I saw that.
Why?
Because you're letting us use the space, and so we
In
figured,
exchange for the rod.
yeah.
Thought it'd
But
be
if we're in
nice.
this space, then we also want it to improve because it's nice for both of us if it's in a nicer, sort of condition.
Just cleaned up a little. Figured it would be a nice gesture.
Yeah, not to mention the fact that you use all your brain power on making all those really neato machines out there. So not a lot of extra juice for the stuff that's going on in here. Your badger seems like it needs a little bit more, friendly attention. Because that, I fixed it up a couple times, but that stuffy is not gonna last. Needs to go on walks or something, but clearly going outside around here is probably not the best idea.
Maybe I'll make another Rex and have it taken for walks.
Oh.
Or you could take him for walks.
Or you could make like a thing for him to dig in, like a big old badger box.
Yeah, I'll think about it. Well, thanks, I guess.
Yeah, no problem.
You're welcome.
It was no trouble at all. Better that than running into some of those red little thingies with the antenna.
Yeah, those are cool.
Didn't the hobgoblin make those things? The rust?
Oh yeah, they're cool, but they're far away. Sorry. There we go.
He mentioned earlier the red metal wearers. Was that the hobgoblins? Did we notice? Were they-
Yeah, hobgoblins traditionally wear red metal as their armor.
The rusty metal. It made it sound like because they didn't mind that the rust monsters were chewing on some items before they got them.
Maybe we tell them about that dumping place for all that stuff. And then, you know, if it's scrap anyway, just go over there and avoid a little bit of conflict.
I wonder that they hadn't found it already. Well, they knew about the big stomper over there. So they probably know about the scrapyard.
Maybe they're just hoping it gets more rich.
Yeah. Well, and like they said, they're really worried about this arch. It's very complex.
Oh, it's fine. Everything's fine.
I'll ask him too before he goes to bed. What do you know about the hobgoblins over there? Have you had any dealings with them that are out there watching?
Well, they steal the metal, and they're just kind of rude. But not really.
Well, apparently one of your scorpions toasted one of them.
Oh, good. It's working.
Yeah, no, he looked a little crispy and dead.
Good. That's cool. I made them for welding, but it's kind of cool that they did that too.
I mean, there's not a lot for them to attach. Like, it's difficult to weld a person.
No, I know, but they know their job is to build the arch, and so if they were trying to stop the arch from being built, that's cool that they took care of the problem, you know.
Cool. So you didn't make them in such a way that they would stop that.
No, but I'm glad they understand what's necessary.
Now, and hypothetically,
Yeah,
if you were to decide that you did not want the arch built,
I
no, in a hypothetical world,
I
for
like
you,
hypothetical
you've made the
worlds.
decision. You've made the decision to
Nope.
say no more arch.
Nope.
Would you think that the scorpion welder thingy would try and stop you? Do you think it would
No.
zap you?
No, it's fine.
Why would it not zap you?
Because I control them.
But you didn't control it to zap the person.
I control them when I'm close to them.
Oh,
I just tell them what to do when I leave, and then that's cool
Oh.
that they did that.
how do they know what you're saying?
I talk to them.
So they got like
Lots of
a special part in their head that like hears you, or do you got like a thing?
Yeah, I suppose.
You don't remember putting in something that makes them hear you?
Well, I mean, they don't have like an ear. That would be weird.
Well, don't almost all things have the ears?
A lot of things have ears.
But they understand you.
Yeah.
It's not like your fancy ring or like a button that you push that makes them listen. You just
Why would it be one of those things?
have no idea.
Good. Keep it that way.
Are you okay?
No. Yeah, I'm fine.
Insight.
Okay.
20.
Hmm. 19. He is not okay.
Well, you know, if you want to listen, usually before we go to bed, I tend to tell stories about, you know, the people that I've met. So you don't have to like actively listen, but you could kind of enjoy those stories as we're bedding down, if that'll, you know, improve your mood or.
I've heard a couple that are pretty interesting.
What if I don't like it?
Well, you could ask me to tell a different story, because I know a whole bunch.
Okay. He'll brush his teeth.
Over at the sink.
Kind of look around and.
I'll remember a time that I was visiting a lizard folk tribe and got hung upside down by my feet.
New story.
No, I don't.
Not even lesser?
I have lesser, yeah, but do I have it?
Just a little lesser?
Lesser does not cure madness, no.
But, okay, was it this camp? I was in a campaign where somebody did that. They were just like, cure somebody's madness.
I think that we did that with a stone giant down here. A couple where in the place where the Shrinky Castle was. If you remember that.
With the guy.
The
with
homunculus, the
helmet.
giant homunculus
Yeah.
that made you mad. Made somebody mad.
And there was the giants on the ground. that
Yeah,
were-
throwing rocks at it.
And we had greater restoration then?
I think so.
I don't remember.
Might have been one of
Oh
those-
yeah, because you're split level, so that makes sense why you want to have it. I'm like, we're higher level. Like,
We're cooler now.
but multi-class, that would explain it.
Yeah. No, yeah. So before, like, I could use a little bit of a stretch break here. So
Okay.
I was just trying to come up with a.
I wanted a cool story. All right, think about it while we take a break.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Oh, what? All right, we'll be back. Did you come up with a new story?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Something to put him to sleep.
New story.
Yeah. So when I was in Waterdeep, there was this festival happening, right? And I'm wandering around, and there's these vendors and all sorts of people with very talented, employees. But then over by the water, I see this big machine. And I go, well, what in the heck is that? So I go over there, and they go, it's 5 silver pieces to get on this thing. And I go, okay. I give them 5 silver pieces. I sit down in this box. And this box starts going in a circle around this big metal ring, and then suddenly I'm like way up in the air, and it just stops up there, and I can see like the whole city, and I can see the coast, and it goes around a couple times, and you get a real interesting view of like all that area. And I ask them like, how do you make this thing run? And they go, it's big magic crystals and yada blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh, that's fascinating, and thank you so much. And so, it was a pretty good day.
Wait, what is the yada yada part?
It's stuff that don't make sense to me. But if you were to go to Waterdeep during one of them big festivals, I'm sure that they would have that there so that you could learn about it. Maybe if we decide that we're going back up to the surface.
No, no us.
No, we.
Oh.
If we decide that we're going back up to the surface, maybe you come with us so that we can find out when the next festival is for you.
Maybe.
Yeah, how do you get out of here when you want to go somewhere else?
I don't leave.
Oh, you really should.
This is my home now.
Just now and then.
No, this is my home.
Travel.
If I
Explore.
leave, everything will just fall apart.
Exploring is the
No.
best you need to delegate.
Exploring made all my friends die.
No, but you explore. You don't need to
I might
take
die.
friends. You seem pretty hardy, and you got Big Boy there.
Rex.
Yeah, but if I leave, nothing will happen.
Are you saying that they won't just keep looking for metal and assembling it because that's the last thing that you told them to do?
I don't think so. If they stop, I won't know.
Well, you're one of them big
Don't
magic
travel
types,
for
right?
long.
Yeah, I know some magic.
So couldn't you do that thing where you're looking at them even though you're not there?
Yeah, maybe.
Scrying. Oh yeah, that.
Yeah.
So you could check in on it, and if it turns out that they're not doing that, then you head back and make sure.
Then I have to
everything-
come all the way back, though.
But you know the way.
Yeah. It's just a long. I might as well just stay.
Alright.
Now,
You're
do
missing
you have a
out.
last name, or is it just Zox?
I sure do have a last name.
What is your last name?
I know it without looking.
Zox, I know it without looking. Very interesting
No,
name.
no. Clamorsham. That's my last name.
Is that a family name?
Yeah. My mama gave it to me.
So if we were to professionally have one of them magic people send a message to Zox Clambersham about the next upcoming festival with a giant mechanical wheel that hoists you into the sky, would that be acceptable to reach out to you for?
Yeah, but they should probably try a couple times in case I'm distracted or, too busy.
I believe it is the responsibility of the messenger to ensure that the message is received.
Okay, way better.
Once you pay them to do it,
Yeah.
they need to do it.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
the whole point.
yeah. If you find out when that big wheel thing comes back, maybe let me know.
For sure. And I'll just keep on talking about the different things that I've done and the people that I've met and the most interesting people I can remember. And then there's this one guy, he, instead of having a hand, he had this tentacle. It just whoop, and it did what he wanted it to. It wasn't an angry thing, but it was a tentacle instead of a hand.
What about the other hand?
Well, it was just a hand. That's why it was weird. He had one hand and one tentacle. Because if you had two tentacles, then it's just a tentacle-handed person, But if you have both, then it's okay, well, why is that going on? What caused that? Because nature likes its things to be somewhat symmetrical, at least, and that's not symmetrical, at least.
Deformities around.
I prefer to just call them differences.
Yes, good point.
Because the more that more things that live, then the more likely you are to come up with a variety. Because you're gonna end up with something different eventually.
True.
Not necessarily wrong.
Very true.
Maybe it is wrong.
According to whom?
I don't know.
Because if everything looks like that in the first place, then that would be right, and everything else would be wrong.
Depends on how that person feels about it, I guess.
And that's why people like me have the ability, well, people that are better at stuff like this than me have the ability to fix stuff like that.
Doesn't you just sleep yet?
Find
I think that was Sam's goal.
He do a perception check.
Perception?
Yeah. You can't get close enough to investigate him because this guy's in the way. This shield guardian. But you can
No, I think I see the chest for you up and down.
19.
Okay. He does appear to be lightly sleeping. Every now and again he'll kind of just roll over. He's not deeply snoring or anything like that. But he does appear to be asleep. However, Rex is not sleeping.
Yeah.
Rex stands there.
Rex stands there.
I'm gonna lay down or sit against the wall near the bed.
Okay.
So that my arm can maybe reach over and just touch his head.
Okay. Are you being sneaky about this? You're not
I'm
very
attempting
sneaky.
I'm attempting to not appear conspicuous.
Let's call that one sleight of hand in case that helps.
I have
you at all.
advantage on that
Oh,
because of one of my runes. Not great, mind you.
Okay. Okay.
11.
Okay. And as you touch him, what are you doing?
I'm casting Lesser Restoration
Okay.
to maybe cure a madness.
Okay.
We'll find out.
We'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. Does he sleep more soundly all of a sudden? Start truly snoring?
Do it again in case he has two
Did the robot seem to care?
The robot did not seem to notice.
Nice.
You never know, you could have 5 levels.
Another 11.
Wow.
Okay.
And then we'll go to sleep.
Are you? Did you do it again?
Yes.
Okay, so you have 2 less restorations pumped into this guy
Yep.
without the robot or without his shield guardian.
I was very tempted to do something, but since we tried this cure madness, I'm not sure I should attempt it. To remove the ring while he's sleeping.
Good luck.
I
Yeah.
have an invisible friend.
So
You
the
get
robot can
close.
see invisibility.
Considering I followed them in the room. But since we tried to cure madness, I'll hold off.
Okay. Do you
We
sleep?
can go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take a long rest.
All right, you successfully complete a long rest.
Oh, thanks.
You're
You
welcome.
got a spell slot back. From that, having to banish that fucking stupid thing.
Yeah.
Because I like went big and then banished it instead
Yeah.
of trying to banish it and then going big in
Uh-huh.
case that didn't work because I forgot that's what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
Like, oh well, too late.
Reggie, as you wake up in the morning, the badger is curled up by your feet.
And just like,
So cute. Careful, it bites.
oh yeah.
Just you.
Apparently, badgers got real loose skin, so that if they get bitten by something, it doesn't hurt them. There's a whole bunch of interesting facts about badgers. Badgers are great. This one's just real big. Big old
And
badger.
bitey.
Giant badger.
Oh yeah, you gotta touch them in the right spots.
Yeah.
They got those whiskers, and that's a reflex spot. So when you touch them near the face, there's a part of their brain that goes, "Oh, that's food." Ah. You know, or
Might have
that's
been
trying to
right,
bite
but-
me.
It's hard to say. What it
Well,
was
did it
I
hurt
did
your
wrong. At the time, but I got better.
I got better. Turn me into a nerd.
Exactly.
I got better.
As you wake up, with a little scritchy badger, he kind
Did you sleep good?
it's nice to have a oh, not me.
Oh, how did everybody sleep?
Great.
It's nice to have a clean bed to sleep in. Sounds really good of you guys.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. This badger is very friendly.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good boy.
Does the badger have a name? I didn't even figure to ask.
You didn't ask the badger?
Well, normally I'm not so good at talking to badgers, so I figured I would ask you.
I
Oh.
tried it, didn't I tried every language I know. It didn't work.
You know a lot.
Yeah, I named him Toby after the assistant, the magic mage. Yeah.
Interesting.
Does he seem less mad?
Here's the thing about madness caused by friends dying around you. It's not easily cured by a spell, but I will
It
say
is trauma.
that's a trauma that takes quite a while to
It's a
heal.
long-term madness.
But I will say that working hard to get the room clean, treating him like a human.
Yeah, not a gnome. Treat him like a human.
No, I mean treat him not like a bad guy.
like a person.
Pumping those 2 levels and rolling lows, he does appear to be a little bit more chipper and a little bit more friendly than he did yesterday.
I am going to try and use this kitchenette to cook a breakfast.
Okay.
Now that it's clean, it's safe to cook.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fungus, like a lot of like mushrooms, the different types of mushrooms in there, like on the different shelves.
I know a
Some of
little
them
bit
are-
about nature.
Yeah, some of them are growing just a little bit more like it's kind of
Concerningly?
rooted in. Yeah, rooted in. But you can do a nature check to see what in there looks edible or how you could cook them together.
Decent survival skill too.
Is it survival or nature?
I'll let you work. I'll let you roll advantage for either one of those 2.
How about I look at the nature of the mushrooms and you remember whether or not you got poisoned by eating one of them?
Sure, that works.
Okay.
Those mushrooms all look great.
26 on my
But not
survival.
those 3.
Oh. Well, yeah.
Those
Oh, maybe
ones
is it
are-
because they fruited already? Because you're supposed to wait, not the gills are exposed or something or other. Okay.
Just remember those ones not tasting right.
Yeah. Let's. Okay. Maybe we'll just get rid of these ones too.
Okay. All right. Sure. So yeah, you can can
Use
cook
some
up some
rations.
mushrooms. Yes, a little bit of rations. Maybe you have a potato or something like that, and you can cook up like a nice country breakfast with some mushrooms and potatoes and whatever else in your rations. Yeah. That smells good.
Do you want some?
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's a good way to start your day right. You know, get some warm food in you, get your
Yeah.
your motors turning.
Maybe I should
Good.
take Toby for a walk too.
Do you want us to go with you just to make sure everything's safe?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, we can just take Toby for a walk. Let me finish my breakfast.
Yeah. Because we want to make sure that, taking him on a walk is a good idea. Because, like, if it turns out that there's something grumpy out there, then we don't want
That'd be
Toby
bad.
to get hurt. Because
No.
you obviously can handle yourself. But
I can't.
Poor little Toby.
No, Toby can't handle himself. Well, he can kind of handle himself.
But we don't want anything happening to Toby.
Do you know a safer place to walk for your first walk with him? That
Gosh,
might
I
be
sure do.
Less risky?
Maybe just around the castle here.
It's a good plan for a first walk. And then branch out.
Yeah.
Does Toby have a leash, or do you just kind of like tell Toby to stay near you, or?
No, he's got a leash. I don't really use it that much, but it should work.
Well,
So I was wondering, did any of, I know you lost some good friends on your way down here.
Yeah.
Did any of them make it to this level with you? No.
The last one died on the last level. There were some drow that were in this little like bug castle thing and overwhelmed us, so I ran down here.
Sounding a little too familiar. The magic's made us forget.
You had a gnome friend the whole time.
Poor Zoc. Zox, pardon.
Zox.
Clamorsham.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know as Monroe was magically turned into a gnome and had his memory wiped.
You could think that they died and just assumed.
Could be.
Because there's a spell called reincarnation.
Mm-hmm.
It turns you into something else.
Yeah.
And then they implanted false memories.
Yeah, modify memory. Yeah,
Is that actually a spell?
literally.
Yep.
Yeah. Shit. We learned the truth.
Poor little vampire.
Little gnome now.
Yeah. Probably not.
Maybe you're the badger.
Yeah.
Reincarnated into a badger.
You left him.
No, not this person.
Yeah, I know.
Just knows.
The soul is still there. Okay. Finishes breakfast and goes and gets the leash and puts the shoes
Escort him on his walk.
on. He just does a little lap around the little box. Comes back here.
Does Toby appear to be invigorated?
Yeah, he'll instead of playfully chewing on the stuffed toy, he'll just kind of like
Absent-mindedly chew on it
yeah. A little bit more tired.
because he did a little bit of a trot.
Got his excitement out.
Sniffed a bunch of stuff. This pile of metal, that pile of metal.
This corpse of a
Rust monster.
Rust monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dig a little hole.
He probably comes back with like a piece of metal. As like a dog would come back with a
New
stick.
toy.
Yeah.
I am.
We found a new party member.
We got a new rock now.
New rock gnome.
This one's scratchy.
What's with us and getting picking up strays?
Sometimes against their will. Like, Oral.
Poor Oral.
Hit him for a while.
Also, that skeleton.
Yeah.
The random wand that he had.
Wand of the Morbid.
Yeah. When we feel ready, I guess we kind of pack the stuff up, and if we're feeling extra tired, we'll pop back in and come see you and make an effort to come back through here. Okay?
Okay. What are you up to now?
We're poking around, trying to figure out how to get up and get down, and
Find a way. I don't know if we need to go deeper yet, but
I would sure love
exploring.
I would sure love to know how to get back upstairs because that's a long way down.
Yeah, we
That's
expected
at
to
least
land
130
on
feet.
the first level and ended up on the 13th.
Well, if you really wanted to, this gate takes you to level 6, and then there's a gate on level 6. Wait, hold on, let me remind myself. He's gonna pull out a piece of paper.
Go through some notes. Yeah, what do we figure maybe his class would be, like his skills, like tinkerer or something?
That's a great question.
Seems like an artificer.
Or that, yeah.
Level 6.
Can't see a lot because of the glare, but
Yeah.
he likes to look.
Yes, love the window.
Oh, wait.
Are you just so happy?
Okay. Well, if you go to level 6, and then you can get to level 2 from a different arch, and then from there, you can just pop up the stairs, to level 1, and then you can go, hey, we're back! And then you can go back up to the bar where you came from. Or you can go to level 6, and then go to level 3, and then go down follow the river to Skullport, and then Skullport, you can get out from a ship.
Oh,
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of boats, just because all the stuff I wear is real heavy and it makes it real hard to swim.
These
Can't
are
imagine.
these are big boats. You probably wouldn't need to swim unless you're they throw you overboard or something. But yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, no, it's just
So what about down? Do you know a way deeper?
Yeah, if you go to level 6, then you can hop down to level 10, 20, 21.
Oh.
Or, that's where we are now, so that doesn't really help you. 10 isn't really lower, so 20 or 21. But I would recommend just taking the tunnel. If you take... I feel like I'm in New York.
Yeah.
If you take the worm tunnel down, just go south through the worm tunnel, and then when you get to the fork, take a right, and then you just follow it around, and then that'll take you down to level 14. There's not really stairs. It's the worm kind of takes you, and then the worm does a little loop-a-loop and then comes back through,
Yeah.
Oh, all right. On that.
How long does his path take him?
Golly, I still haven't timed that out, have I? Listen,
Do that sometime.
there's a number for it, but I haven't found it in my DM book here. So once it pops up
Yeah.
in here, I'll tell you.
And
But yeah, by now you'll get a feel for it.
Yeah, we probably hear it still from
Yeah,
even in here.
because, yeah.
I'll even ask him too if he knows of any way to slow or deter it.
No, it just goes, man.
All right.
But I mean, listen, it turns a little bit, but you can, right? You can yeehaw, If you want to, you just have to kind of walk the other direction that it's turning, so that way you can go straight. That's just you just gotta be a little bit aerobatic.
What about trying?
Yeah. That That's not me.
Okay, well, sorry.
No, it's not your fault.
I didn't do it.
You know, when you're
Just-
growing up as a
Yeah.
little Goliath, you're never very little.
Yeah, I just wouldn't recommend falling off of it, you know,
Yeah.
because it's quite a fall and then you might get hurt.
Chew you up a little.
Not that I care.
Run you over.
But you
Yes,
get,
yes. I
you know.
understand that.
Okay, all right, okay.
You just gotta fall towards the back if you're gonna fall at all.
Yeah, not in the front. That's ooh.
Have you
Yeah,
ever
we saw
seen?
what happens.
We threw a bunch of metal down there.
Why?
To see
It
what
was like
happens.
old rusted
I
stuff.
need that.
The rusty stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, do you fix it?
Well, no.
Then what is the rusty stuff for?
Well, once once the thing is complete, I could put the rust through it, and then that becomes the things.
Oh,
Oh.
that's neat.
Yeah,
How
right.
does that work?
I don't know.
You don't?
Well, I kind of do, but I just have a feel for this kind of stuff, you know?
Oh, it's just an instinct.
Yeah.
It's a good instinct.
Bingo.
What? So I gotta ask one more time. What is it that you're trying to make with these things?
Well, I'm hoping that I can make more of, you know, the welder guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to make more of those.
Did you make those or were those here?
Well, a couple of them were here, and then I realized how useful they were.
So you built some.
Yeah, and I
Copied
want
it.
some more because they're really useful.
Are the ones that were here your friends now too, or do they?
Yeah,
How do you manage that?
I talked to them.
You just talk to them.
That's quite
Where
the
do they
skill.
speak?
My language.
What language is that?
Dial up from the 80s.
And what are you gonna do with all the extra welder people?
Well,
It was very
I gotta fix my
short
house.
amount of time, but there's a distinct part of my childhood that spans into that.
to fix my house, and I'd like to build other things too, and they'd just be really useful, you know?
But you don't want to like hurt anybody with
No.
the things you built.
No.
Okay, that's good. Like I said, there's people who they wanted to destroy it.
Oh, yeah. You just tell them that they're not going to hurt anybody.
I will do that.
Unless they get too close.
They did want one other thing. I'm
Uh-huh.
not sure if you're willing to cooperate with that though.
What?
They wanted your ring.
Oh, no, I need this.
What does it do?
It helps me talk with them.
Oh. That's all it does. Just allows you to talk with them.
Yeah.
100100011.
Any insight that?
Sure.
Don't touch me though.
19.
Yep, that's all it does. He will, I kind of think for a little bit though, and go, you know, I could probably make like a different, like a ring that, I don't know, what they might want
Could you make
with
it look exactly like a ring that looks exactly like your ring?
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's pretty easy.
I guess if they don't know what it does.
Yeah.
Could you make it do anything interesting, just so so that whatever effect, like they don't know what effect it does, but
Oh.
they think it does something magical.
Oh, I can make it do magical things.
So yeah, could you make it do something like simple, you know,
Like what?
magical? I don't know.
Like make music, like the box.
Oh, that'd be a good idea.
Okay.
Or maybe you could get like glow.
I can do that.
Just so
It might take me a little bit. It's not easy just to make things, you know.
Okay, well, that's fine, but it just as convincing as possible, so that they would buy it then.
Yeah, I can work on that
They
today.
wanted your ring, and they wanted. Is there any of the metal that's not useful to you? Because they said they want some of the scrap metal. So is there any of the metal that's like not usable in your project? Like it's just not good enough quality, or
There's a couple things, but not a lot.
I don't know how much they need.
Well, I can give them a little bit now, and then when it's done in a couple months, I don't need anything else. I mean, I still want scrap metal, but you know, for the projects.
Yeah. Is there like a spot I can tell them you put anything you don't use? And
Yeah,
they'll know that they can
guess.
safely go and grab it there.
I can put it where the wasps, you know, they kind of dig around. I can put it over there.
Perfect.
Wasps can watch it for them.
Well, we ran into those wasps originally.
Aren't they cool?
They are
Not as
very
much
neat,
anymore.
but they're a little bit broken at the moment
Why?
We had to defend
because they
Oh.
tried to sting my insides.
Well, you shouldn't have touched their stuff.
We didn't touch anything. We literally walked. Well, is the ground theirs?
I mean, the ground is close to the junk. That's what they wanted. You didn't know. It's okay. You didn't know.
Upon
I
if they
appreciate your
happens again,
understanding.
I'll
Yes.
make sure to deactivate them in a less destructive
Just
way.
that's all I ask, so I can fix them real quick instead of taking forever. But I'll do the ring first. That way you have that.
Okay. I was gonna chill.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
All right.
I don't need a ring that talks to machines. So.
Okay.
The hobgoblins sure don't need it.
All right.
I definitely don't want the hobgoblins to have it.
Yeah.
He'll take Rex and go back to the
Workshop.
workshop and start making a ring, I guess. Let me see what kind of magic he can put through it. His name's right here. So just looked over here for the Clammersham.
Oh,
Whoa, Black Betty,
on his
Clammersham.
character sheet.
Yeah.
Little stat block.
I do light. Let's do light. Alright.
Sure. Especially with the name of their boss. What was the name again?
Doom Crown.
I definitely don't want somebody named Doom Crown having an army of
Yeah.
clock. I'm assuming clockwork.
Yeah,
Monsters.
hobgoblins are
Kind of warlike as it is. Or can
There's
be.
no one that can shock you.
Poor Terry, though. Or was it
Yes.
Jerry?
Oh, Jerry.
Or Larry? Which one was it?
I think it was Jerry.
That was Jerry.
Oh,
And then his brother Terry.
Oh, I brought Terry.
I have one more
What's
question. They mentioned something about children that look nice but are very mean.
Uh-huh.
What does that mean?
There's some lava children around.
So what?
Lava children?
What's the lava children?
It's just like children of lava. You know, their name is self-explanatory. But they just sort of enjoy. Metal doesn't like slow them down like it does because they just kind of melt it. So they can just walk through metal. That's pretty cool.
And it helps you reshape them, I assume.
Yeah.
So are they friendly?
They're friends. I mean, they're not friends. They don't have any friends, but they're useful.
They're acquaintances.
They help me in my smithy.
So if we were to approach them and say that we were on good terms with, Zox, that they might not try to walk through us and turn our bodies into puddles of magma?
I don't think we would become puddles of magma.
I don't know if I would
Magma
recommend that,
turned
but
us
you can
into
certainly
puddles of
try.
flesh and
I
bone.
can't hear when two of you are talking.
I wouldn't recommend it, but you can certainly try. I don't know if they
I
like.
kind of like fire, so I kind of want to meet these people.
I mean, you can.
Do they talk? Do they have conversations?
By golly, let me look.
Because if anybody would know, it'd be Zox Clammersham.
Sure would. I know everything. They sure do know. They know their like fire language, but they also speak some common.
Oh, so they would know primordial?
No.
Well, Ignan, or
Primordial.
Ingen, or whatever it is,
Yeah,
is
that one.
a subset of primordial.
It sounds like primordial, but it's a little bit different.
Well, it's a more limited vocabulary of primordial as a whole.
Samuel, at some point I want you to make me like a list of languages and what their parent
I like how you
languages.
knew what language they spoke. Like, you named their language.
Yeah. It's pretty funny.
I just need like
There's
a.
Aquan, and there's Primordial.
Okay, but can you make
Or-
me like a list of like the parent language and then like the baby
Well, I think
languages?
that's the only one that breaks down.
But no, there's so many.
Well, yeah, no, like, and then there's things that share scripts.
Right.
Yeah.
I need that list.
There's a there's a list in the PHP. It
No, I
doesn't have
don't
all
know
the
that.
smaller languages.
No, I
but-
need to like this. This
It
sounds
says
like
what
this.
races typically
You'll
speak.
recognize this one. No, I get that part.
Yeah.
It tells me they speak Ignan. But like that doesn't tell me.
That it's
But I don't-
a subsect of Primordial.
So if somebody speaks primordial, would that mean since it's a subset?
You could understand them, and they could understand most of what
Okay,
you
but
say.
is it like French and then like Quebec French, where they're like close enough but you like have a weird accent, or is it like Italian and Spanish, where they like share roots?
American
So, like,
and South.
a fire elemental and a water elemental aren't necessarily going to be able to communicate, but it's like having a parent language that like is like things that you say make sense to everybody, but not everything that like if you got the four people and they're trying to talk to each other, them talking to each other it doesn't make sense, but the things that you say make sense to everybody. So there's a hierarchy.
Okay, I need that hierarchy.
This one at the top and boop 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 boop, and then blah.
Thanks in advance.
So as a
Oh, apparently Primordial is a dwarvish script. So you wrote something in Primordial, you're just writing in dwarvish.
it'd be like a different arrangement of the letters.
Yeah, that
Like,
might
it
be a
uses
slang thing.
like
or
it-
like a
Right.
the regional.
like how Spanish uses the same alphabet for the most part.
Right, but I can't write in Spanish just because I know English. Even though
Yeah.
a lot of the words would look alike.
Mm,
They're not.
yeah.
You'd be able to
Like
pronounce
that
things.
correlation.
You'd be able to like read the word and like pronounce it
Probably badly.
very badly. Yes. Okay, I definitely
sorry,
want to go
I
meet
digress.
these as a
Speaker of their language.
yeah as
Okay.
somebody who's made a pact with a Euphrates, which is different than an elemental, but dabbles in that field.
Alright.
Pretty sure that they speak Ignan as well.
Probably, yeah. Like,
Okay. Adventure we go. To the south.
I mean, elementals are like the servants of the genies, right?
Oh yeah. You were
Kind of.
Choosing.
Is there a hierarchy between like the genies and their corresponding?
Well, sometimes the genies or the jinn live on the elemental planes. So
Welcome to D&D with Samuel. Love it.
they actually like.
No,
Yeah, no, they're from
Samuel-
those elemental planes.
Samuel
of-
answers the weird questions that.
I know,
no
this is what I
one
need. I
This
don't
is
know
a
these
special interest. I take the information. and I go,
D&D.
this is mine.
And then I don't need to know it. Anybody else going with Skylar?
No,
The family
you said
trip?
to the south.
Yeah.
Mildly, yeah.
Here.
Run into a primordial speaking thing,
Oh.
and then maybe
We didn't have
it's
to
right
go through
there.
the tunnel. Alright, I thought we had to go through the worm tunnel
Do
again.
not.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay. Reggie?
Yeah,
Hope they don't attack
I gotta
us.
make sure that Skylar doesn't get consumed by flame.
Skylar, are you leaving the dog with,
No, if
dog?
I know what you meant. My companion. No, I have no interest in stealing the ring, and the guy is forthcoming with his knowledge now, so.
Alright. He lets you out with his gnome key and says, "Have a good day, boys!" Or whatever. And off you go. You go down to the smithy, which has intense heat and thick smoke billowing from 5 forges in the cavern walls. Fires illuminate the cave, so you can actually see things.
Oh,
Um,
turn off my shield.
There are,
Instead, I use it as like a fan.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. That's
there are, smiths, with like, they look dwarf-like, but have heads of fire. Let me just.
I know what those are.
Uh-huh.
Dude, those things are sick.
Look at the scroll down on the thing so you can see their profile. Like there's like they're made of like metal except for their head. Careful about Rocket's tail with your chair. Oh, you almost ran it over.
I didn't know he was by me.
Okay.
Ooh, the little thing here says it's from an Efrati.
I don't know. Ever know how much you guys can see from those?
That's the quote.
Oh, they're slaves to the Efrati. Well, they can be.
Oh.
Oh, this is what these things are.
And that's a lava child.
So wait,
Okay.
they're
so
not the Azure things?
No. So the Azers are. So there's
Azers at the smelters.
5 forges around
Oh,
the
okay.
outside, and then the lava children are in the middle, in a scrap pile. It's a 20-foot high scrap pile. They're hidden in there, but you're here to see them. So like you kind of see like a little head poke out. Reeve, he's
Big
smiling.
grins.
Mm-hmm.
You can close it now.
Yes. You're all done with that.
So, no, a little further.
Nope, there's a
Look,
knife.
oh, there
that
it
is.
is.
Tiny.
Tiny and blends in.
Yeah.
Don't you mess those cords, Rocket.
They look
Um,
very chewy.
Good.
Sorry. Don't eat that.
As someone who's made a
Wait,
pact
wait.
with an Efrati, would I recognize the Azers?
Sure.
I'm gonna go down and just be like,
Very hot.
I'll walk up. There's like a pit, right? Is that a lava pit they're in?
No, they're in a scrap metal pit.
Oh,
But those are the lava children and not the Azers.
the lava. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll walk up to like the edge of the
And it's
scrap
a
pit.
sorry, it's like an up pit.
Oh,
This sounds dumb. There's like it goes up and then there's like just this all the scrap metal.
is it like hard to walk up?
It's not easy, but
These
you
are
can
the
do it without a
lava
roll.
children. These are the
Yeah, yeah.
lasers. I didn't know which one you wanted to try.
I was gonna go up to the lava children.
Okay.
I mean, maybe both.
What are you doing? Stop it.
Make the many
I
cords
know.
real
It's because
good.
you got peed on them. So they
I'll
smell
like walk
that.
up a little bit to see the children, and I'll like bow in primordial and say good morning.
Bow in primordial.
Well, I'll bow and
Last
in
in Spanish.
I'll bow and in primordial say good morning.
Hi.
What you doing?
I'm having fun.
Ooh, that does look fun. I wish I could do that.
You can't.
I don't know. I'm just not as cool.
Mm-hmm.
Where's hot?
I just came to see. Zoc said that you guys help him, and I just wanted to come
Yeah.
see what's it like down here. Does he treat you good?
Yeah. He's kind of scatterbrained, but it's okay. Scatterbrained was a big word for me, so don't expect anything else like that.
I totally won't.
Okay.
I heard that you melted a red fleshy thing. I don't know if you know what a hot weld is.
No, not me.
I heard one of you did.
No. Maybe. Not.
They said that.
Anybody? And they all kind of pop up.
No.
No. No, they steal the scrap metal, so we protect.
Scrap metal.
Uh-huh. See?
Yeah, we're making arrangements to hopefully make it so they don't try to steal scrap metal anymore.
Goody, goody.
What do they do?
They're just said they're having fun protecting the scrap metal and melting it.
Uh-huh. But is there like how do they melt it?
How do you melt it?
We hot and touch. And it kind of picks up one of the pieces and it holds it and
You don't
slowly
look like
just
hot. They look like they're flesh.
but
right.
hot.
Hot flesh.
See?
Don't do that.
I just wanted like, how warm do I like?
It's
just showed you
already
that
it's
it
already very
melted
hot in
metal.
here. I know. It's already very hot in here. But as you get closer to the child, it just starts like your hand is not even close to touching and still is hurting.
Oh, I mean, fire. I'm not afraid of fire. I love fire. Hi.
Okay. Well, can you ask if they need anything?
My friend would like to know if you need anything.
Metal.
Metal.
Looks like they got lots of that.
I have more.
More? I don't have
We'll
any
keep
more.
an eye out.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I think that we're gonna pass through
Yeah.
here, right?
No, I don't think we have to pass through here, do we? I think this is a dead end.
No.
Oh no, there's a tunnel there.
Is it too hot for us to go through?
I wouldn't linger long.
But we can go back. We want to go back up this way, don't we? So we can communicate with the.
Oh yeah. We gotta actually talk to the
Tell them that we're
hobbits.
we're in the
No.
process of getting the ring.
Do we already get the ring? Did we chill long
Somebody's
enough for the
working on
ring?
it.
Oh, okay.
I'll probably take them the day.
I probably will just wait to go back to the
Might
hot
keep
dogs
them from
before.
attacking if they know the ring is coming.
Yeah, but we can't tell them a ring is being forged.
Oh,
They think- they
no,
said
we're
we
in
stole the ring.
negotiations of getting it from him.
Oh, okay.
We could tell him that. We're working on it. He said he's going to give it to us. Or something like that.
We're working on a plan to steal it.
Ooh, that, yeah. We don't want to.
Well, if they think that we stole it, then there's the chance that they'll think that they can just take other stuff. They'll think he's a pushover, and then they'll all die.
We did negotiate scrap metal for them. Tell them where that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And that he said,
So hop, hop,
He
hop,
would-
hop, hop.
oh, we could tell them that we're going to, in exchange for the ring, we need to do something for him, and we're going to do that. And so by tomorrow, we'll have
We're just gonna yell this across the cavern. Instead of trying to jump. I'm not trying to jump across unless we're staying over there.
I feel like we could stage whisper across that.
Hey,
Hey guys.
We're back.
Wow. Didn't die.
No, it was touch and go there for a little bit.
Uh-oh.
He's we did some talking, right?
Oh,
yes.
negotiations.
I told you negotiations can work.
Did it work? You're not dead.
We are
Neither
still
is
in,
he.
We're
Wow.
still in the middle, but we've gotten half of the negotiations done.
Okay, what half? The
Um,
ring.
That is still being in the process of negotiated,
Okay.
but we're almost there.
Okay.
But we did get
Scrap
scrap
metal?
metal. He promised to leave scrap metal that is unusable to him,
Okay.
and I'll give directions to the room that we pop the.
Just watch out for the giant flying metal bugs.
Ugh.
They are full of poison, and it's not a good time.
But if you only touch the scrap metal you're supposed to, then you'll be good.
How do I know?
I assume-
It'll be in a big old specific pile.
Just for you guys.
Will it say my name?
We could get that
Could
arranged.
negotiate.
Yeah.
For the first pile. So that you know which pile.
How do we
Okay.
spell that again?
K.
U-R-O-G?
No. K-U-R-L-O-G.
Oh,
Herlog.
curlog. Gotcha. Like a curly log. Curlog.
No. Logs don't curl.
Right. You'd be the first curly log.
I'm not a log.
No, you're a hobgoblin.
Yeah. Captain.
For short.
And who's your boss?
Doom Crown.
Doom Crown.
Well, I wasn't sure if there was somebody between you and Doomcrown.
I am important.
Well,
Yes, you
I
are.
figured you were important.
Huh?
I mean, when he only sent important people up here to get important things.
Yes. And I did it.
Yeah, you got it done. You
Yes.
talked to the right people,
Yes.
and you didn't.
Negotiations.
Yeah, and you didn't attack the adventurers at the first sight, which was a good decision.
Kurlock, very smart. I just got dumber with my vocabulary. I can't go straight from children to hobgoblins.
Because
Need
it's
an
the same
intermediary.
place.
Yeah. I'm broken. Okay.
Okay, well, we gotta go do that thing for Zox, which who's clam or sham? Zox,
Uh-huh.
clam or sham?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is that like a curly log?
No, it's like a bunch of noise. Yeah, it's a bunch of noise, but it's also a lie.
A lie?
No, a noise lie.
A lying noises are noisers.
Well, that's just what those two words mean alone: a clamor and a sham.
Weird. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
So don't send any more people over to the giant zappy scorpion thing.
Or the lava people.
Yeah, those either. They will set you on fire
Yeah.
until your insides are like soup.
Poor Terry.
Oh, yeah. Jerry and Terry.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll be missed.
And Larry now.
Oh, what happened to Larry? Did you get impatient? Oh no! Is there like a chunky streak?
Well, do they got a brother named Barry? Is he fine?
Yeah, he's over there.
Their other brother Barry.
Okay. Well, I can't do a lot with that because I need them to be all together for me to fix that.
Hear that, Barry? Stay together, okay?
Stay in one piece.
In one piece. Don't die like that.
Yep. Wouldn't happen to have a last name of Carmichael, would you?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a deep cut. Deep cut. Video game reference.
It sounds familiar, but
Yeah, it depends on the franchise, you know.
What was the name?
Carmichael?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
If you remember later, you'll look it up.
video games Carmichael.
Oh, yeah, no, there's Grace moved one of them into the pit.
I could probably spread them out a little bit.
You red smear. Make him long and red.
Or you just make a red aura and then use.
You should be down here for that smear, though.
So he got eaten by the.
You got processed.
He tried writing it.
Oh.
You get bored down here, man.
Oh, but how far did he make it?
That far?
I wonder if it has any tips on how to.
No, he's dead now.
Well, you
I
know,
can.
sometimes that is not the end of things.
That doesn't mean that.
He made it really far, and this was the second time around.
You know, I think I also still need a skull. And I don't think that those bone chips are gonna do it.
Is the skull intact?
What do you think?
Do you want to get down and check?
I have
Can't tell
somebody.
from here.
I have somebody who could go down and check for me. I'm not going down there. I don't get that gun.
Drive my skull picking.
Do a nature check.
Nature 17.
What do you mean by intact?
Is the skull in one?
Must still have a mouth.
Here's the thing.
Like John's
You can
skull.
find the jawbone, and you can find the skull, and you could probably mend it.
Oh, because it's an object now.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask it for tips on if they figured out what it did wrong.
I don't know that that would be the best one to ask.
Oh, I can ask lots of questions.
No. What I mean is that
That one
skull in particular, because it doesn't seem like you got too far.
in life.
With
Well, yeah, I might know
unsuccessful.
what he did wrong.
Wow.
He tripped. That's what he did wrong.
We were told you need to be agile. He
I will
was
not be writing it.
You know what?
Can you cast Speak with Dead on a skull?
I can. Yep. It just needs to still have a mouth.
I know. Well, do you really want to spend the spell slot?
No. That's why I said it's probably not the best thing to ask.
But I can cast it at will.
Oh, you can.
Yes.
Oh,
Crazy.
okay. Here, let me fix this skull for you.
Did you have any other questions you wanted to ask it?
The skull starts floating out of the thing.
And boop.
Mendy.
It takes about a minute. Takes about a minute for the other stuff.
A minute later, you have a skull with a jawbone.
Sweet. Did you have any other questions you wanted to ask it?
Beyond what happened, I don't know.
You can ask it up to 5 questions.
You can just ask us 5 questions.
I know, I was thinking that too.
But you don't know what you don't know. You don't have tips. You haven't even attempted to write it.
No,
His brother.
Well, sorry. Do
Very-
you guys have any questions you'd like to ask it? You know,
Oh.
just because he passed away and before getting to ask questions to it. Do you
Where
have
did
any
you leave the
questions?
good shorts?
Yeah, Barry says, yeah. Were you the one that killed my turtle?
Okay, so I'm gonna cast.
Wait,
Speak-
and also, do you have any gold buried anywhere that you want me to dig up for Mom? Because I think that'd be really useful right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Speak with Dead
Okay.
on the skull and allow. Do I have to be the one to ask the questions?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I will say, do you have any gold that you buried so that we can deliver it to your mother?
Yeah. Underneath the apple tree
There's an apple tree down here.
at Mom's house.
Also, Barry wants to know, did you kill his turtle?
Yeah, and I do it again too, that asshole.
Also, what did it
You know, I'm kind of glad I wasn't here to fix this guy. Turtle kills a turtle. I don't care if you got a problem with a person, you don't do it to the turtle. Oh, hi.
Oh,
You are both a person and a turtle.
Do you have any
He's
tips for making it
oblivious.
further on the I almost said snail on the worm?
Yeah, you know how it turns? You have to walk in the opposite direction of the way it turns.
Another day,
Oh,
another trinket.
That's right.
boy, I turned it down first.
I believe in you.
Perfect. I don't unless the other people have questions. I don't have any particular thing. I just been wanting to cast that spell. I have the invocation alright, I just wanted to use it.
Well, now if you decide that you don't want to keep the invocation, you want something else, you know that I have it too.
Oh, you have it?
Just doesn't want to do it as like a spell.
Oh, yeah. I thought it'd be a fun one. Be able to, I love the things that just allow you to cast the weird spells at will because it's just like, hey, I can cast detect magic, or I was like, I can just cast Speak with Dead at will. Like what?
Last night.
Angry turtle.
The turtle from.
He headbutting that dude on the foot.
It's like, oh, you moved, huh?
Into my grass.
No, I like that one. It's just this. You don't often get to find a corpse that isn't hostile towards you because it doesn't have to answer truthfully.
You know what? On that note, let's pick up here next week.
Oh,
Or in 2 weeks.
The fact that you can use it on somebody.
Bye.
What do you. Yeah.
Olu's like, oh wait,